Hey, IPOB na has na ama onye mmụọ. He committed a crime against our land before IPOB got against ancient law. Naga go there back. Again, so all here no. Then let us move to the case. Okuna huge by no na. Eba no na una the here director will make election. Kwema na election. Now the trap una take in a plan chagi of ma. Ozugbo ejidere now. Abia set ya ndị ga-attack wa IPOB leadership attack. So that he destroy IPOB. Then he creates ha hijack ya because ha directly one had in charge of ESN, had in charge of IPOB. We say IPOB atwa crime, commit a crime, buwe mmadu, gawo shi kidnap wa, na wa ransom. Eba na-eme burial. Imagine ebe mmadụ na-eme burial. Abia si ya na ọ ga-akwụ 200,000. No ego ESN. Na ego mgbọ. Ọkwa why no nwe ESN dị nyere gị? Ihe ahụ ka enwe ike corrupt anyị nwa, ka enwe ike mebie aha anyị. So that a ga na-achụgharịzi anyị, gị nwa ga-adịzi safe. Now, after nke ahụ failure, ha banye na no election. Anyị asị ha na no election a ga-emebiri anyị ihe esoghị na agenda anyị. Due to gịnị, anyị na-adọ referendum. Referendum bụ by voting. Now, election bụ by voting. And the honey democratic process. Ị gaghị adị against nke a na-achọkwa nke gị. Ịhụgo the key. Now, and then man here ọnya. When was happen an election, imana the hope of INEC IPOB arege election. A plan again. They believe one IPOB ge hook to no election. I hook to no election. Ozugbo emeche election, ha kpọ result but Tinubu a once ikwu agwapụta obi na IPOB mere na election, no ha mere gị na chance ndị Igbo IPOB emebighị ya na ndị Igbo atọghị na the Eastern did not vote. IPOB stopped them. By then INEC adịgo free. Anyị kpara ha. INEC adịgo free. By then anwara sị na IPOB stop election. Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụtazi. One, the whole Nigeria feel na ha chọrọ change the condition of Nigeria with election. Anyị asị ihe unu chọrọ ime asị ngwa gawanụ anyị na-echekwa unu. IPOB sị na anyị na-eche unu n'ụnụ tụcha n'ụnụ ga-alaghachi. A ga-enye gị ihe tụtara. Ihe ha na-eme selection. Na ha na-eme election. Ha selection. They select onye ga-achị. But unu ga-try anyị ga stop unu. Na anyị nọkwa na-eche unu. Ha agachakwa try kwa hụkwa ihe ahụ anyị kwuru. Onye ọbụla na-asị na Nnamdi Kanu nna na IPOB ugbu a ka ha matazi na IPOB leadership ma ihe. Maka Simon ha nọ na-eti no election, no election, no election, no election, no election. Election eji maka ya jide Kanu ka ịbịakwara kpọwakwa ha Kanu again. No election until you free Nnamdi Kanu. Ebe ma na Nigeria ga-ese ndị terrorists ga-abịa gbagbu ndị na-atụ vote. Send ndị ga-abịa igbu pilot bus. Send ndị ga-eme ihe niile. Ihe ga na-anụ na radio. IPOB snatch pilot bus. IPOB want to beat to win. IPOB is the one that kill people that are in polling unit. IPOB do not allow electorate to vote. IPOB have burned down INEC office. Eme ya na radio n'ụtụtụ. Ị ga-ekwetezi n'ewe IPOB. Life n'ihu anya gị because ị na-eshizi ishi. Ihe ga na-anụzi na radio. IPOB stop Igbo chance ndị Igbo iwu president na IPOB. Ihe ọtara. Then na ndị Nigeria chọrọ ịnapụta ọchịchị from Fulani IPOB. Na IPOB mebiri ya. By then ị na-eshizi ishi. By then ndị ọcha abịa against us. Because Kanu si na ịnwa anwa mee ya. O kwuru ya. We are not going to ajụrụ maka 2023 election na radio Biafra. Ma ya kwesịrị ime allow campaign, ekwesịrị ime allow nke na ihe a na-parade na Biafra land ekwesịrị ime allow so na achọrọ ka ọ mara ihe ọ ga-ekwu maka 2023 election. Ya bụ onye a na ihe kwuru dị mma. But na ịmago ihe the whole world na practice now. Na ha chọkwara ka the whole world wu democracy. And ha dị against onye ọbụla ga-adị against democratic process. And na election with democratic process. No mere call of 2019 because na eji Peter Obi set ya up, no deputy Atiku. Na achọrọ ikwukwe na ihe a chance onye Igbo ewu deputy president. So n'osokwa na ihe ndị eji call also na reasons ma ihe ndị ọzọ eji call off ka ndị Igbo tụọ. Na ndị Igbo tụrụ for Peter Obi as a deputy. Na Atiku nwetara vote na ọ dara. Na enyere Buhari. Now this one kwa now na the world na watch gị. Na ihe ha chọrọ ime na the Britain na plan gị a isi ha na election. If you go against election na ga-agwazi the world na this people is against democratic process. On ihe director kwuru ọ sị and the whole world will turn against you. Ọ sị gị one particular person. Ọ sị and the whole world will turn against you. because ọ ma ihe ugbu a na ka ndị mmadụ na-ekwu na IPOB dị right because anyị atụrụ vote anyị asịghị gị ga-atụla vote. Do you know the reason? Enwere ndị Naijiria aka dị ebe a, enwere ndị ugwu bi here, enwere ndị Yoruba bi here, then nwere nwanne gị nwoke ntọrọ gị ma nke ịtọrọ nka believe na Naijiria, ị gaghị stop ya i believe na Naijiria, ị ga-convince ya ka o kwete na Biafra. Ị gaghị eji egbe, ị ga-eji force, ị ga-edi na ihe right ya maka o believe na Naijiria ka ga-awa ọkụ ma ọ tụọ vote, right? But gị nwa abịazie si anyị atụla, then you are against democratic process. Ọ nọ ọnọdụ ka ebe ndị obodo a kpọrọ meeting na n'obodo a na gị nwa achọghị ịga, gị na famili gị achọghị ịga, ọkụ ya gwanụ famili gị agala. Mgbe ọ bụla ijiri ịtọ n'otu ụta nkara ya kụwazi onye agala meeting na ndị obodo a mechaa gị ihe ebe na obodo ọzọ ga-enyere ha aka because ha chọọ ka ụdị trọbụl batakwa obodo ha. Iwu ụta nkara ya odutuwu onye na-achọ ka ọ ga-egakwu ya n'ụlọ si ya na meeting achọ m ka ị gaa lot beta ịnwa anwa akụwa ya akụ ịbala na nsogbu. Ọkweghị ọtọ na ịbala ọ ya ihe ahụ ịchọọ etu vootu ma ji anụ onwe gị etila agala esi onye ọzọ na ọpụta ga-agbagbuo ya. Den ịchọkwa ka Hausa tụọkwa, ịchọkwa ka Yoruba tụọ, den ịdị evil and aga enye gị referendum because enye gị referendum nwanne gị nwoke ga-atụ na ọ chọrọ Naijiria, ị ga-egbu ya n'ebe a na-atụ vootu ọ tụ pilot bus Naijiria Biafra. Nwanne gị na-convince ka o kwete na Biafra ihe nọrọ ya ọ ga-atụrụ Naijiria, ya lọta n'ụlọ ya nọrọ ị ga-eme ya attack. So taa ka ị ga-ahapụkwa ya onye chọkwara practice Naijiria ihe practice dị mọ anyị na practice dị mọ ị na-enweta followers because Naijiria aga work. But ọ na-eme ha allow ka ha ga try ya, ha ga-ekwete, ndị a ga-ekwete 10 years director ọ gwara ha okwu ekwetebe ha ka kwere na election ga work. Ịnwa nwa stop ya, you are still evil. But ha try go nowhere, a na-agazi court. Ịghọtara court ị na-aga na-awụ Muslim win election and ịma na Christian anọ na constitution Nigeria, church anọ na constitution, Bible anọ na constitution, pastor anọ na constitution, reverend anọ na constitution, Christ anọ na constitution, Christianity anọ na constitution Nigeria as a whole. Then Islam nọ na constitution, Muslim nọ na constitution, then mosque nọ na constitution, Quran nọ na constitution, Imam nọ na constitution. Many times, multiple times ka mention ya. Then this is an Islamic country. Then onwe ihe wọ ya mere egbuo Christian, ha anything mere ha egbuo Christian gị na ọjị ịga court gị ekpegbu ha. Now the key with that na this election now na all the end of Nigeria, all the trap IPOB dodged. Anyị ma ihe. Anyị sị ka anyị turn not to spectators. Ndị na watch the ball na field. O teele elere anyị. They have watched IPOB very well for long. Ka anyị letụkwanụ Naijiria na ha chọrọ ịgba bọọlụ. We watch them. Since anyị ka na-elekwa. People na-asị na ha adị director na IPOB a na-eme protest. Ime protest 2 weeks before election. Agwaghị that IPOB is setting tension in Igbo land. They don't want people to come out and vote. It is a tension. Ọwụ cowardice anyị ma ihe. Ịghọtara. Ihe anyị na-alụ ọgụ na ọwụ na ị ga ebe a now from here to ụlọ a nọ here. And ịma na ọ ga-akọsa anyị trouble, anyị aga-agba okirikiri. Because ọ ka nwere ebe anyị na-aga. Onye na-aga ochi a na-ebido na ya abịa agba egbe. Ịgba egbe olu ikigonu, sekuriti echere gị n'ụzọ. Ozugbo ị chọrọ ịpụ ịgbawa egbe. Ị ga-ala dị ije o. Maka ndị ochi onye ruwenu na-agbazi egbe. So onye nwa mere anyị ma ihe. Now, ha bịakwala nye nwe 1 week for governorship election. Anyị nyere ha ohere. Ha postpone ọlịa shift onye nyekwere ha ohere onwe anyị na-azị maka imerigo onye na-emeri na bọọlụ a na-alụ ọgụ ịlụ ọgụ aka nsụlọ match ma goolu i nyere ya agaala. Anyị na-emeri director ihe Chineke mere no discharge ya and acquitted. Then the other one you discharge ya see I return all back to Kenya, which means Nigeria committed crime. Court here rule go return all back to Kenya. Umuahia verdict 20th of October 2022. Then Federal High Court Appeal Court of Abuja 13th of October 2022 also discharged and acquitted. Then say na onwe any court nga try director aga stand the trial in any court na Nigeria. Then automatically all go free. Agbazi onye election. This is someone had to wait no election ka director man onye election. Maka ha ji ha director eme. Bie poster picture director onye dị ndụ ejube ya sị ya ọ na-eme na election. itinye picha onye dị ndụ ya ọ nọrọ na-ahụ picha nwaanyị na onwe ndị ọ na-edu anaghị IPOB a na-eme na elekshọn ga-ati picha ya unu na-eti na elekshọn ka gọọmenti si unu tiwe na elekshọn ka a na-ekiri ga elekshọn ka ebe ya IPOB. But only 2 days ka anyị kwuru okwu iji gwa na IPOB ji Biafra land. Anyị jọsụrụ bịa kwuo okwu kwugharịa gwa gị na IPOB si na ya dị against election na onye chọrọ ịtụ ya ga-atụ. Polling unit juru ebe a ka atụrụ ugbu a ka atụrụ highest since atụwara vote. But o nwere ndị tiri na election for 1 year. For 1 year. But only 2 days ka anyị kwuru okwu si 2 days ya gbuo campaign niile ha mere for 1 year no election. Just na ndị ji power maka that power from God ma ọ ga-anọghị ya o nwere authority ọzọ na-adakwasa nwaanyị na shop ma ọ ga-anọghị ya nwa boy ọ na-enwe another power ma onye eze nọ ya prime minister ga-enwe another one maka all them from God ọ ga-abata ma ọ ga-anọghị ya o nwere amamihe ọzọ ga-adịrị nwaanyị life nke ya ga-adịkwu ịghọtara then ụta leadership anọ o nyere ha mgbe ahụ onye ha position a o nwere ngozi nnọ ha amamihe ha adịrị ọ ya mere ha ji ama na-eji ọ ji izu ibiti Naijiria ịbaghị ga-eleshọn emekwa ihe prezụrụ anyị asị anyị na anyị dị aga esi na achọ ka Nnamdi Kanu pụta na anyị wụsabụ nwa ya ji asọpọta elekshọn ndị na-amaghị ihe na-enweghị na-etiri na ọma nọ na na-enweghị onye enweghị ofu mkpụrụ mma na-eti ọgwụ wọ onwe cup of rice esiziri ego obewela karịa mgbe a tụrụ bọmbụ 1 week ndị na-eti mkpu ọgụ kọmọn na-agbachiri ego gị na-agbachiri bankị itiwela mkpu n'afọzie mgbe a tụrụ bọmbụ tụọ n'ahịa ahịa ada I want to war ọgụ anyị merigiri emeri ndị iberibe amaghị ihe onye enweghị ofu mkpụrụ peso ọ na-akọ akụkọ wọ ya dịka wọ ọmakwa ihe wọ agba ya agba ebe onye ga-akọmandị gị nọ na nga the chief commander ịma na target ha ekpebigo ịnidiri save ya ihe ọ bụla ị ga-eme maka ọma ha ọ ya nwa ma ndị a mana haziri wee ịghọtara mana Britain ọkwa kesi ya emebigo Katrina line ekwuru ya na my broadcast a sị m na Katrina line ịhụrụ kesi Nnamdi Kanu ọ ga-ala gị n'iyi ị ga-ekelem ihe niile na ọ ga-ala gị n'iyi achụghị ya n'ọrụ UK High Commission Nigeria kpọta onye ọzọ maka kesi Nnamdi Kanu o mebiri ihe ọ ya ji Nnamdi Kanu kesi director ala gị ya n'iyi Katrina line UK High Commission ekwensu nwaanyị director sọ ekwensu ịghọtara now nke ya agago so ihe awụ ọgwụ a na-alụ now UK na onwe ha abatago na the case because onye edinaigo amaghị ụdị bribe o riri o ji hodo UK citizen British citizen Nnamdi Kanu deny ya right ya niile anyị na ha ka ga-emeti na kọtụ ma director pụta ihe a niile ụgwọ ndị ahụ akwụrụ ụmụ Israel ha gara na-agbachite gold mgbe ha na-ala maka a ga-akwụ anyị ụgwọ anyị ha ji anyị ụgwọ Nnamdi ka anyị na-ekwu maka ya edischarge gị ya 2015 na kọtụ adịmọla ka ụnụ mara na ọwụ taa ka anyị fesi were ihe a anyị ma otu esi alụ ya ọwụ ihe gịrịgịrị anyị ma anya ihe ọ na-achọ self-determination ihe ọ na-adọ Biafra through self-determination ọwụ armed struggle but ị nwere right for self-defense and don't create to go self-defense ESN ọ ya self-defense separate ya from anyị nwa tiwe ha n'ọhịa because ọ nọrọ ha jiri na community na-eme operation na community anyị abịa na-egbu ndị community agwaghị na ha na-achọ ESN ọ ya mere ha ji nọ n'ọhịa. Did you understand? But this self-determination na-enidi ndidi perseverance ọ ya oke ya maka onye eji egbe ka ọ ga-awa ịgba ya ọ gbagwara onye ejighị egbe wee gbaa ya ụmụnne ya ndị survivor akpọ brain otu ha si eme escape before na plan kwa revenge right so ihe nọ na ya now the beat wụ na anyị beat go the whole world nọzi na-ele because ihe anyị esi na IPOB adịa lele na IPOB dị ifo na ha na-achọ ịkwụsị election the whole world abịa hụ IPOB ihe anyị mere mgbe ka anyị mere the highest achievement ndị mmadụ ama achievement the highest achievement ịma ihe we disgrace Nigeria anyị na-eke ahụziri secret ha na ha rigere election ihe ha chọrọ ije eriga election wa IPOB na IPOB ekwe ka atọ vote hi IPOB Peter Obi you miss your chance you have 99% chance to become president but your people hate you your people stop you Igbo IPOB stop you ihe aka ị gara na nna news ịla n'iyi gị nwa na onwe gị ga-ahụza emebi IPOB ịnwa nwe okwu free Nnamdi Kanu Nigeria youth emewe protest na Kanu a ga-apụta na ya mere ha napụ Fulani ọchịchị ugbu a na o derego iwepụ Tinubu ụmụ Boko Haram Shetima wu Boko Haram deputy ya iwepụ ya maka onye voturu in wu Shetima wu Tinubu now the Muslim na-celebrate ha nwa ugbu a na o derego iwepụ Tinubu ụmụ Boko Haram Shetima wu Boko Haram deputy ya iwepụ ya maka onye voturu in wu Shetima wu Tinubu now the Muslim na-celebrate ha nwa ugbu a na o derego iwepụ Tinubu ụmụ Boko Haram Shetima wu Boko Haram deputy ya iwepụ ya maka onye voturu in wu Shetima wu Tinubu now the Muslim na-celebrate ha nwa ugbu a na o derego iwepụ Tinubu ụmụ Boko Haram Shetima wu Boko Haram deputy ya iwepụ ya maka onye voturu in wu Shetima wu Tinubu now the Muslim na-celebrate ha nwa iwepụ Tinubu ụmụ Boko Haram Shetima wu Boko Haram deputy ya iwepụ ya maka onye voturu in wu Shetima wu Tinubu now the Muslim na-celebrate ha nwa
Mega Home namu Sénégal ci ndefar
abịama Chukwu na-afụ n'ife afụ Chukwu okike abịama Chukwu na-afụ n'ife afụ na nzuzo Chukwu maara onye aka ya dị ọcha na onye obi ya dị ọcha nwoke si na ya ji ọfọ nwaanyị si na ya ji ọfọ mana ọfọ maara onye ji ya ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri ọ chụrụ ọzụọ gaa n'ogwe o mechi ụzọ osi mpịara na azụ nwa igiriga ọgụ nke mmụọ ọ gịnị ka m ga-etu gị ka o zuolo gị asị m n'oge akara aka eluo ịbụ mmụọ ka mmụọ ibe ka ibe Chukwu okike onye obiọma sị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ oke mmụọ mmụọ niile na-ejere ozi asị m unu binye elu tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra asị m n'ọnwa unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo ọzọ eme nte eme ime ọ sị m nọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa ọsọ unu binye elu n'oge akara aka eluo mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye mmụọ na-afụ n'ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye oke ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị nwaanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị idodi igwu na-eme asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri nji aba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị anike wawa asị m gị binye oke arụsị na n'ike ojuru nwa na-aga asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na Chijireji efola nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ya bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile ụkpaka na-agba n'udo mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya asị m unu binye n'isi ya nye ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike napụta ya na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya n'afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu gaa napụta Nnamdi Kanu na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya n'afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lacha Chukwu okike abịama onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-eketara ya ndụ oke ga-eketara ya Biafra oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụra ọkwa na ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ ekwe osu asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwesu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma asị m ọ bịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu gbuo onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu aga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aka asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọ ya n'anya onye fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịama asị m na mberede nyiri dike mberede ka ọ ji amanwa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose enu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama mfụ ya anya asị m na-eje anaba isi ije asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye inyi na ọba bụ nwanne inyi agaghị eli Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwa inyi a sị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụla eje nkụ a sị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmiri a sị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo a sị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere a sị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu a sị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu gaa tụnye ugo gaa nye ya mmeri gaa nye ya mmeri gaa nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu unu efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo unu ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ a ọkwa na unu ga-aga bori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebube ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee rie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama
ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of March 2023. Tata Bobochi Orie. I hereby welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform, because this is our rallying point where we worship. This is where it all started. And Radio Biafra, we must continue in order to talk about our liberation. Radio Biafra will continue to dispense both mental and physical emancipation, because this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started. For you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You will never know the truth without hearing it. And hearing the truth alone doesn't make you to be free. No. You have to know it. How do you know? You ask questions. You make researches. And from there, you start being enlightened, because when you know the truth, your brains will be illuminated. That is the time that the truth will set you free. That is what we want to achieve, because genuine physical liberation starts from mental emancipation. That is the truth about it. You can never be genuinely free without mental freedom. It is impossible. It's just like the independence, African independence, flag independence. They were kind of physical flag freedom, but they retained the colonialists. The Europeans are still controlling African governments through the shadows. Why? because we are physically free without being mentally free. We returned the tools of that colonialism without unshackling it. That is why Africa is backwards. Remember, India was colonized, but today India is free and free indeed. Do you know why? Because they never returned the colonial tools. India never returned the colonial borders. India never returned the colonial religion. Never. That is why they are free. They are both physically and mentally free. Have you ever seen or heard of India election and the British, their ancient colonial masters? Because India was colonized the same way African countries were also colonized. Have you ever heard a British High Commission or High Commissioner in India, in Delhi, going around telling Indians that there is diversity, there is strength in diversity? Telling India that they need to continue holding together as one country. Have you ever heard of one India before? No, the answer is no. Because they returned who they are. They returned who they were, despite being physically colonized. But they removed the shackles of colonialism from themselves. They returned their values. They returned their tradition. They returned their natural identity. That is why they are free. That is why you can go to India and they are doing well. You can go to medical vacation in India. Do you see the difference? In our own case, Africa returned everything the colonial masters brought. I say everything. From religion to language to everything. The borders, the colonial borders set up in Africa. How do you think that you can be free? Until we remove ourselves from the shackles of colonialism. Some people think that it is impossible. No. It's a very tedious journey, difficult, but not impossible. I used to say it. The journey to real freedom is a heinous one, very tedious, very cumbersome. On a bumbu, you have to sacrifice or pay the ultimate price. It is not something impossible. We have a report that some of our FM stations in Biafra land is talking another thing, whereas our app is saying another thing. Please, I want people to confirm to me if you are in Biafra land listening to my voice. I want you to confirm to me that my voice is coming out through our FM, because we are live here, live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of March 2023. Tata Bobo Chiorie. Being Wednesday, please. I want people from any part of Biafra land, you can just inbox me, please, through either WhatsApp or Signal, that yes, it is okay that my voice is coming out through our FM radio frequency modulations, CHK 102.1 in different parts of Biafra land. Please, I want people, if you are listening to my voice live, please inbox me through WhatsApp. Do not call. Just tell me, yes, we are hearing your voice. Even that you are hearing my voice in via FM. I want people to confirm. I want people to confirm, because we have a report that the FM in Biafra land is saying, transmitting another thing which is not live, whereas our IPOB community radio is transmitting another is saying, streaming us live, different from FM, or FM different from our community radio. Please, I want people to confirm by inboxing me on my WhatsApp. You can also hear us through multiple channels via the internet. We have Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE on Facebook, please. Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE, it is live. Please, you can hear us live through Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. I see somebody writing yes. I don't know what yes means. I know it's from Biafra land, the number. Please clarify. Are you listening through the FM and say the voice is coming out clear through our FM? Please, I need clarification, because if you write yes, I don't understand what yes means. Some others are sending voice notes. I don't know. You cannot be listening to voice notes.
I'm calling from Monisha. The FM is coming out live correctly.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother from Onisha, that the FM is streaming my voice live. Udo Drege, we are live and direct. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to our voice through our FM in Onisha, in Aba, in every other part of Biafra land, Allah included. You are hearing my voice today. We are here live and direct. Today being the 22nd day of March 2023. Therefore, we must continue. Yes, 103.1 is clear in Anambra State. Ndewo Mazi Udodriono. Therefore, we must continue preaching the gospel of emancipation, that gospel of freedom. All those things that you are not allowed to hear on the mainstream media and other places, this is what we expose here. We don't pity ourselves. Do you understand? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started by insulting everybody, including himself. We don't pity ourselves. That is why we are where we are today. We are sick and tired of this hypocritical praises. Black is beautiful. Black is this. Oh, we are no. If black is really beautiful, we should be as developed as others. All those ingredients that are wearing us down, that are bringing us down from being developed, from being like others, is what we are exposing here. It is the bitter pill. I don't need to call. Please don't call. Do not call. I say do not call. Some people are trying to call on direct line. Please, from Biafra land, I suppose. But I have gotten the confirmation I needed. Therefore, we are here live and direct. Our leader remains Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still in the enemy dungeon, suffering for you and I. He is not suffering because of any crime he committed. He is not there because he committed one crime or the other. No, he is not there as a criminal. He is illegally detained because he is championing the freedom of his people, Biafrans. Because he ventured into where angels are afraid to tread their foot. He entered there boldly. And that is why he was renditioned. And mind you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released by the Nigerian Court of Appeal since the 13th day of October 2022. How many months now? Since 5 months now. 5 months plus. And Nigeria being a lawless country, a lawless enclave, they don't obey their court order. They don't respect their institutions. That is why in Nigeria, somebody is bigger than the law. Some people are bigger than the law. Court doesn't mean nothing. Court verdict doesn't mean anything to them. But we are here trying to change the narratives. Before I continue, because I'll be today honestly as brief as I could. Do not forget that on Friday, come Friday, being the 24th, after tomorrow, Mazi will be here hosting with me on this program in an interactive session. Do not miss the program by 7:30 p.m. BT, Biafra time. Mazi will be on an interactive session with me here on this hallowed platform. Very hallowed, sanctified, revered. Reverend, here just a title. Here, this platform set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the real reverend platform. Over on the reverend. You buy title, you go and school and get title. Here is the real sanctified platform where it all started. Therefore, as I said, do not miss the Friday program with Mazi Chinedu. It will be as authentic as usual. Before I go into just the topic of my submission today, collectivity, I want to talk just a little bit about collectivity. I want to read some few news headlines, just very few, 2 or 3 news headlines. Nigerian President-elect Tinubu leaves for Europe for medical care after falling ill over election build-up. That is today's news, March 22, 2023. Do you see how they start? He's going there, he's telling you medical, which means he's entering in a country that has no Medicare. Do you see that? Have you ever had an Indian Prime Minister going abroad for medical trip? Have you ever had? This man is going there in order to update. His handlers, for them to tell him what to do. You people, Nigerians, you are in a bigger mess than you can imagine. You are in a bigger mess. You people don't even know. In a cage. He's going on a medical vacation, medical trip. Something that is coming is bigger than you. Do you see the warnings of Pastor Bosun? We continue playing it here. And also the military intelligence officer, high-ranking military intelligence officer that you used to hear on Radio Biafra talking. Is it Olawomi something? I have talked about him several times. That some people in Nigeria wants Nigeria Islamized. It's not only Islamization, it's Fulanization. From Buhari entered and headsmen were on the rampage. Fulani terrorists from every corner. Today, Karabiati now, because there will be attack every corner. Every corner. What Britain has played, they managed to pitch the Yoruba against the Igbos for nothing, for us to be fighting. This is why I say human being is God. He can recreate other human beings. Let me tell you, naturally, when Nigeria was created, Britain, the creator of Nigeria, the God of Nigeria, they saw to it that they have to do everything possible to make sure that the West never join together with the East. It's a mission. Respect to Britain. When you hear they call them Great Britain, some people may be out of emotion say, what is great about Britain? You don't know. You remove emotion, you will know. We respect them. They are master planners. I'm telling you. We are victims, yes, but they are master planners. All these things that are happening today, it is what they have planned right from the 1914. They saw the characters, they saw everything. They say, okay, now look at how we want these people to behave. This new country we are creating, this zoo, we are going to manipulate so that we are going to create the people to be behaving like this. That is exactly the way Nigerians are behaving. They pit Yoruba against the Igbos for nothing. For nothing. They started by sabotaging, betraying, using Akintola and Remi Fani-Kayode, the father of this present chameleon, his own father, by using them, Akintola and the father of Fani-Kayode, in order to betray Awolowo. When you study history, you sometimes you shed tears when you are studying history. I'm telling you, because there you see that people are ignorant is the highest killer, the highest killer disease. What you are seeing is what Britain, manipulated, what Britain created. That is what you are seeing. So that, because they know that if the Yoruba and the Igbos join together, Britain is gone. Britain is gone. Them and their caliphate is completely annihilated. So do you know what happened? They started by bringing confusion in the West, in Yoruba land, in the early 60s. That was the reason why there was a military coup, the first military coup in Nigeria. Do you see how they go one after the other? They started katakata in Yoruba land. Awolowo won election. They rejected it. They declared a state of emergency. They brought their stooge. He formed another party, Akintola, together with the father of this Fani-Kayode that is telling you, Yoruba. He is a lineage of betrayers. They betray their own people. Let me tell you. His father betrayed Awolowo. Do you know that? Today, that is why I say that people are dying of ignorance. People are perishing because of ignorance. You will see, because of sentiment, he will come and openly call for fire and brimstone against the Igbos, and his Yoruba brothers, some of ignorantly applaud him. There are many that understand him and his point. I used to go through the comment. I see many Yoruba people that are against him. I'm telling you. Now, using emotion, without some of all these people knowing that this man is the father, the direct, I'm not talking about his grandfather, his direct father betrayed Awolowo. His direct father was used to cause katakata in Yoruba land. After Awolowo swept Yoruba land by winning, they rigged the election and refused to, instead they arrested Awolowo. Now they brought up Akintola and Remi Kayode, the father of Femi Fani Kayode. That is what we do here. We know Fani Kayode. That is why, since I don't even mind. I'm telling you, because I know him. I know their lineage of chameleon. He came in order to get information so that he will bring it back to his masters, his handlers. But his ass is grass, honestly. This man, Britain started by causing confusion in Yoruba land. The same Britain went and told the military boys. Naturally, the military officials that time were mostly Igbos. It's normal. Because they were the people that were educated, first educated that time. People that could do things. That time it is not something manipulated. It is natural. As of that time. So if Ajuna plan, they told the same Britain that caused do you see the manipulation, how they started? When they are, it's just like solving equation, mathematical equation. When you start from one formula, for an ordinary person, it doesn't make any sense. But you don't know that you are going a square plus b square equals to 0. You expatiate it. Ordinary person will see it as what is this person misbehaving? What is he writing? Ordinary person. He doesn't know equation. He doesn't know about mathematics. But you are coming to the result. That is what Britain did in Nigeria. They started creating problem in Yoruba land. Now they created the problem. They now went to the military officers that time. Young boys that they call themselves nationalists. They want to make Nigeria more than London in a twinkle of an eye. Remember, they were trained in sandust overseas by Britain. So Britain tell them, look, you are a young country, democracy is like this, federation is like this, do not allow problem to occur. So military, you are to salvage the democracy. You have to go and do it. They gave them the list of people to kill. And they say, okay, once you did all these things, clear all these people, now you carry the power from military, military union or conference or anything. Afterwards, you carry power, you remove Awolowo from jail and put him as the prime minister. The plan was so perfect. I am telling you how Britain created the mess you are seeing in Nigeria today. As Nigeria. The mess you are seeing as Nigeria today. Now, when these people, they pump them, they brainwash them, they want go and salvage Nigeria. Is your country? This is a new country. How many years? 2-3 years of age, and no, you cannot. You shouldn't. You are the military boys. You have guns. Take power and give it to Awolowo. That is the only way. Now, these people naively, ignorantly thought that they were dealing with people. They don't know that they are being used. When they did the whole thing, BBC, Britain, the same Britain, go back and announce the first radio. I could remember when I was small. All the time, the military rulers, every time is my father, he listens to the news. 4 o'clock, nah, Babangida have taken over power. Hey, Anango, you will be okay. Hey, this one have taken over power. Hey, from BBC. BBC knows every military coup in Nigeria before even the local news. Because they are the planners. Nigeria belongs to them. Now, BBC now turned around and announced that, oh, there is an Igbo coup, military coup, where Igbo officers, they massacred other tribes. Britain brought about the tribalism you are seeing today in Nigeria. That is why when I see people saying, I will go and fix Nigeria, I laugh. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry, because they are either ignorant or mischievous. These two things. Either they are ignorant or they are just selfish. Because of their mischief, they are selfish. Because they just want to go and collect their own national cake, as Obasanjo used to say. Go and chop your national cake. The cake is too plenty. So, that is the thing. The same Britain that planned the military coup, the first military 1966 coup, told the boys how you are going to make Nigeria better, how you are going to do this. When you take power, you give to Awolowo and the whole problem will be solved. Little did these boys know that it was Britain that orchestrated the whole katakata in Yoruba land, the whole rigging, everything. When they did as Britain told them, Britain went back and announced to the whole world that, oh, the Igbos, as domineering as they are, they have taken over power through the guns, and they slaughtered other tribes. They don't call it Nigerian coup again. It is Igbo coup. That was the genesis, or the catalyzing genesis of the hatred, because I cannot say it's the genesis of the hatred of the Igbos. Britain saw it, because immediately after Nigerian independence, the Sardauna of Sokoto made the famous statement that why he hate the Igbos, that the Igbos are like they are domineering. That instead of him to give job to the Igbos, he will rather give to an expatriate on contract. The same BBC brought it out. So you see all the mess you call Nigeria today, it is how the creator created it. There is what they used to calm or comfort people. This is the way Britain wants Nigeria. It's the same thing. Nigeria you are seeing today, where people must kill in order to rule you. Uche the creator. Uche Nigeria. That is it. The creator of Nigeria. This is how he willed it, and Britain worked fervently in order to achieve the mess you are seeing today. Let me tell you the resultant effect. Nigeria never talk about advancement. Can you tell me the government in place, what researches have they financed and the result? When you take stock of things, Nigeria don't even talk about financing researches. Financing scientists, local scientists, local science and scientists. No. Whereas they can buy it, today Britain has made the Biafra coastal region a polluted place. Pollution is everywhere. And people thought that it is normal. It is a way of life. No. The creator of Nigeria made it so. Do you know one of the reasons? So that you die young. You breathe the pollutants, and you die. Carbon monoxide and petrol and all these hydrocarbons, you breathe it in. Now you die slowly through cancer, through different diseases. Your pastors, your daddy Jews, your reverend fathers will tell you that no, it is this person died, it is because of his village people. And do you know also that the pollution in Biafra land, do you know what? Do you know that it is all those pollutions? According to the revelation of Hamza Mustafa, it is a fuel. It is fuel for nuclear plant. Do you know that? When they come, once they will come and say, okay, we want to clean up Ogoni. They will go and collect the whole things they needed, and they go with it. The amount they needed, it is a fuel for nuclear plants. They will take it, and you will thank them and pay them for what they should buy. You thank them and pay them. They will use it to their nuclear plants in Western countries, in Britain, in America, in Australia, in different parts of Europe. I will move 100 folds. Any part in here, I mean, Ashawo. We are just there for them. The pollution you are seeing in Bayelsa, in Ogoni, in different parts of Biafra land, all those things, that land, that polluted land, they scrap it, they process it, it becomes fuel for their nuclear plants in America, in Britain, in different parts of the world. They sell it, heavy amount of money, because you cannot get it any other place. No place on earth is as polluted as in Biafra land. No place on earth. You can never see it any other place. So it is purposeful. They did it on purpose. They incubate that pollution. People are dying. That's why sometimes I say, people are talking about sin. When you commit sin, you go. Muslims say you don't go to paradise, Ajana. I say, what is sin? People are committing what is sin, Seth? People are committing crimes upon crimes upon crimes for the upliftment of their countries every blessed second. And you are telling me, I don't know. People are exploiting others for them to grow. Just like in our land, the pollution that is killing thousands of people every day. It is a nuclear fuel. That thing that is causing us death in Biafra land, in Bayelsa, in Iguacha, in different parts of coastal Biafra, in Warri, it is nuclear fuel for the European powers, the West, for their nuclear plant, because they cannot get it any other place. Where will they get it? Where can they pollute like that and get it? It is impossible. So they use you because you are ignorant. That is what Britain created. Do you understand? Now the so-called president-elect, though not confirmed, Tinubu, he has started going to Europe. We're in Europe, in London, to give account of what he is going to do, for his handlers to direct him. Do you see your lives? Others are controlling it, and you are always blaming yourselves and ancestors as you are a sinner. Your ancestors are sinners. You repent. What you are repenting from? What people that if there is anything repent, people that should repent are these Britain. Britain, British, all. The West should repent. But if there is something like that, but lo and behold, is illusion, misinformation they give to you. We are in a world of exploitation. I keep on saying this. A world of exploitation. So stop being hallucinated. Stop being delusional, please. Rise up to the reality. That is what we preach here. And we're going to hear also, rise up and face the reality. All those things you are thinking, you this and that, you are rubbish. If you can exploit others in order to succeed with impunity, without repercussion, or you can handle the repercussion, do it. That is the world we are in. I keep on telling you. America is strong today. America is a world power. They steal from every corner of the world, mostly from Africa. People that are exploitable. Now they are instituting their Islamic jihadism everywhere now in West Africa, and even going to Central Africa and going down to North Africa. You see that in Mozambique, in the Congo, Kenya, all corners. And every time they are telling you, we are fighting, we have to fight against jihadism in the Sahel. Now it continues. They continue expanding them. They give them weapons. They use their stooges and gun runners in order to send them weapons, so that they will be causing confusion. As they are causing confusion, the Americans, the West, will be on ground stealing. Californium in Borno, 1 gram equals to 27 point something million dollars. 1 gram, not 1 kilogram. Boko Haram is there. They are financing Boko Haram, everything, in order to be stealing all these things. Do you see it? They are expanding it to Congo. But for them, all those Neanderthals they are using, for them, they are fighting for Allah. They don't know they are being used. They don't know that they are being used. For them, they are fighting for Allah. The same way America used global terrorists, mujahideen. America converged them in Afghanistan from all over the world in order to fight Russia. But for them, they are fighting for Allah. America used them. This is how the world is. They use you on that thing you are too keen. That's your fantasy. They use you using that. That is the reality of the world. The end game is that we should emancipate ourselves from both mental and physical slavery, so that we be free, and free once and for all. Now let me read another thing also. There is this U.S. press statement concerning the immediate past Nigeria election from the United States Embassy in the zoo called Nigeria. Let me just a bit, because it's very long. You know, they know, okay, not too long anyway. Let me read it a bit. Nigeria carried out it March 21st, 2023. U.S. mission Nigeria. Nigeria carried out the second round of its electoral practices with gubernatorial and state assembly elections on March 18th. The United States is deeply troubled by the disturbing acts of violent voter intimidation and suppression that took place during those polls in Lagos, Kanu, and other states. Members of the U.S. diplomatic mission observed the elections in Lagos and elsewhere and witnessed some of these incidents firsthand. The use of ethnically charged rhetoric before, during, and after the gubernatorial elections in Lagos was particularly concerning. You know, this is ranting anyway, but it's there for record purposes anyway. Because, you know, what Femi Fanikayo, the FFK, said what he has been saying is the same reason why some people are now serving jail terms in the International Court of Justice. Do you understand that? Concerning Rwanda. Because it is instigation to ethnic cleansing. But in Nigeria, they did it, they do it with impunity. Before you know it now, they will call their Ohanes and Igbo chieftains and settle them secretly. They will come and say, I think Femi Kayode, hey, Chigo Yechina Libo, Ohanes and Igbo, no Gondibo one. I'm saying this. How I wish any member of Ohanes and Igbo you see in public coming to talk to youths, coming to talk rubbish in public. These are the people that they are using in order to cage us. Mother only once. I'm telling you. I don't know. You know, here comes you like a Kwanandiocha. No matter what, they have red lines. Do you see how many? Last time they killed one member of parliament, British MP. That lady. Do you know why? Because of our policy. Oh, 4 years take away. That person will be in jail after. He said the policy she made. That is why. Take away personal or ya direct. That is how I can engineer wishing there. Okay, on your hands and Ndibo na Lagos. Tomorrow, ya pota, ya poko muano ya nagwa. Don't worry, I deserve na Lagos. I have contacted the governor of Lagos. Even Asorok is aware. Don't worry. We have to continue one Nigeria. For you to why not make a I were magina again so small as onye na-ekwe ihe ọ na-ekwu. Target oyi were mma aha mobie ya color. Yo, he make ocean on here. There. That is how heroes do. Other can you sanitize all their own land so that other people will be afraid in order to be doing what they are doing in our land. That is how it is. Because we cannot continue being slaves. We cannot continue being slaves in that place, in that enclave. And do you know why they take us for granted? Now let us move on. What the Igbo Congress will give a press statement. These people, sometimes you don't know who they are. We got to move on. Nigeria is one country under nation or one nation under God. You look at all those people. These are the people that we need to remove them one after the other. Just like Abulado last time. That useless. I still have the video. The type of hatred on them. It triples, quadruples, centriples. It is limitless. People victims or people gather. He started cautioning them. Hey, you people, we are on the situation, below abiding, go about your businesses. We're on top of it. I have been in contact with the governor of Lagos State. Even the police commissioner is here. We look at he sent a representative. You see that? And you see youth so banana nishi now watching. I'm not here. This is the reason why black people for 400 years as farm animals. I'm telling you. But Ndibo tried also because Haiti rose up. Championed by Igbo. Because most of the people today you see in former Saint Domingo or Haiti of today are Igbo slaves. Former Igbo slaves. They are progenitors. They rose up when our people rises up, do you know that Haiti fought with nothing and they defeated the highest military as of that time, as of early 19th century? Do you know that? Napoleon Bonaparte of France, he sent his military, the highest military. They were slaughtered, killed and defeated with shame. Do you know that? That is why they are afraid, because they know that when Igbo people rise up, things na diche. Things na diche. Because Britain used to remember Ekumeku's resistance. Do you think it's easy? For 31 years. That is why they now came and try to calm us down forever. Do you know how? Using the religion. If they slap you here, turn the other chest, turn the other side, they will slap you. Pray for your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Anyway, let us continue, please. I don't want to go there. Let us continue. So US, they have seen that the election is rubbish. I don't blame them anyway, because Nigeria is a kind of a sovereign country. Only had it been people started coming out. If the so-called youth that were disturbing us everywhere in the social media, obedient, this and that is a movement. Where are they? Sometimes they have disappeared into thin air. Peace Square run away in another country. The other one run out. I'm gonna divide this country. I know that is what you hear them talking. Who will divide it? Why not instigate the youth to rise up everywhere? If you are real, your PVC, is your power. Tell me your power, your PVC today. Tell me, if you see all those celebrities yapping all these things that disappeared now, you beat them to pulps because they deceived you. These are the people that are supposed to instigate the youth to rise up in revolution, but nothing. Now the pastors have taken center stage. Oh, one nation. Suleiman said Nigeria is one nation under God. So that Nigeria will continue existing, so that he continue milking everybody with tithe and offering, with fake miracle. That is, that is how they do. He first of all came up to castigate the Nigeria election. If people ruling people by force, I say no, you will not rule me. So you kill me, say I must rule you. That people clap and say, this man is talking. Now he concluded by saying, okay, we have to nothing. Any person that is trying to tear this country apart, he will not succeed. In Jesus' name. This is a nation, one nation under God. So let us pray. When they talk, you think that they are human beings talking, that they will tell the youth, oh yeah, let us float to the streets in protest. No, their conclusion is always, okay, raise your hands up. As you are raising your hands, make sure that today you raise your offering also, because you are going to give God, so that to keep Nigeria one. Ndoshi Ndi agavu, ndo mekome. Oh yeah, we will continue exposing them. I will go to the top. I want to talk about collectivity in my submission today, please, because we have been relegated into individualism. Collectivity, that is the topic of my submission. It's going to be as brief as anything. Collectivity, is the quality or state of being people acting as a group or as a body. Collectivity is the quality or state of being people acting as a group or as a body. That is my definition of collectivity. A group, people. A people means different human beings. Mother. Goma, Namoa, Nonyo also, Nando also, millions acting as a group or as a body. You cannot act as a body without cohesion. The body human body is being coordinated by the brain. The brain is acting as leadership. The brain is inside, you don't see it. Oh, it's relaxing inside, protected by the skull. Oh, it doesn't move, but it's the coordinator. It coordinates your digestive organs, so your body movements, so your legs, so that are working. You cannot wear all your brain is the organ. Do you see? That is also where leadership is, where leadership comes in. The body is made up of different parts, and each part is playing its role, which contributes to the up and running of the whole body. You know, as a human being, what you are hearing today is, now as I'm talking, is my voice. There are many sophisticated coordinations that are making it possible for me to talk so that you hear a sound. All this is inside the body. They are inside the body. Do you understand me? That is collectivity. You know, a body that is strong, a body that is fit, it has many things that are in place. You see, the leg is doing the job. If you want to try in a muddy water, you will not use your head. You understand? You will not say, okay, let me turn upside down so that I'll be head walk. Why? You will not say, mouth, why are you talking? Or yeah, come down and waka. Leg will not say that. No. Instead, when you say, okay, body move, who is moving? The leg. The leg will enter into the poto. But they are not immersed. It's only the leg that is immersed, doing his job. When he reaches running, or your leg run. When talking, or your onungwa, the tongue, the mouth, all will be both saliva producing organ. They will be action. That is the work of collectivity. And once you are hearing my voice, who do you say? Say Mazi Jonathan. Mazi Jonathan has components. It's a body. Many components, that millions of components, cells that makes the organs that make up the body. You understand? That are acting. But who do you call? Oh, Mazi Jonathan, I'm hearing his voice. But you don't know that even the hand is also active. The leg is active. The brain is working. Even everything, the organs, all are working together. And the body is called Mazi Jonathan. Do you see that? That is collectivity. I want to explain it to you primarily so that you understand. That is how we should be. You know, when you see a mad person, the person is talking incoherently. I say, oh, America, Russia. Oh, you have been talking with him about his parents, his family. All of a sudden, they tell you, say, Uganda travel to river. He started talking incoherently. You know that he's mad. Because there is problem in the body. They are not working together. Because there are distortions somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. That is the way we are as a people. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought us together, one family. I could remember the time our leader started. Somebody will call and say, Mazi, where are you calling from? He will say, oh, Mazi, how do I join IPOB? We don't have IPOB here. He says, start one. That is joining together of the body. Because before now, we were scattered. We were not together. Leg was doing his own thing. Hand was doing his own thing. He don't care. Eye was one eye is the other side. The other eye is the other side. You know, incoherently, like worse than mad people. But collectively, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tried to bring us together so that we can act as a body. You know, when you act as a body, you become respected. You can do something without no problem. You can behave without no single problem. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started. Before we were scattered like sheep without shepherd. We as Biafrans never really understand the importance of collectivity until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up to open our eyes. That is the reality. Collectivity involves sacrifice. Collectivity, it involves sacrifice. The same way a body, you know, body. Building your body, you go to the gym. You carry load in your hand. You know, a sacrifice. As you are carrying, because you want to be fit. You want to be physically fit. You don't dare take the chest, say, oh, you put in the chest, or your chest carry. Hand rest. No. Because it is the work of the hand to sacrifice. Even if it's painful, it is the hand. The muscles in the hands will be crying. You say, carry it. It is the sacrifice. That is how a body works. Do you understand? This is why you have foot soldiers ready to die for the cause of collective interest, for their nation. In the military, you see, you know, when you watch Rangers being sent to Afghanistan or Iraq, many of them didn't return back. But they have to do it. As they were going, being sent by their governments to go and die in Iraq, to go and die in Afghanistan, to go to Syria or any other Vietnam. There are many other people in the country, in America, enjoying their lives, going to nightclubs. That is how the body works. Everybody cannot be sacrificed at the same time. It is impossible. As we are talking today, there are our people, members of the body, in the bush for many months, if not years. They are there sacrificing. Why? For the body. Do you understand me? Therefore, one part of the body cannot say, you know, why can't you do? We are doing more than you. No. The work of the body is like that. If it is like that, even people wouldn't be going out to fight wars to die for a whole nation. Because as they are going, there are others that are doing their parties inside the same country. But they are citizens of the country. But they are contributing in one way or the other to the functioning of that country. Not everybody will be soldiers. Not everybody will be broadcasters. Not everybody will be at the head. Not everybody will be but all are doing in order to work together for the success of the body. The whole body. Everybody involved. That is it. That is collectivity. Do you understand? When people look at in Ukraine today, look at Ukraine. You see men defending, dying. You need to learn. You know, when the Ukrainian war started, let me digress a bit, because this women equal rights, or I don't know how they put it, you know, feminine this thing. It's normal. I'm not disrespecting anybody, the women or anything, but please, you know, sometimes I see it in another way, because it's when something is good, everybody becomes equal. When people were running away from Ukraine, they gave order. They say men from whether 18 to 60 years should stay to fight. Now women will go. I say, but so women are no more equal to men. Why don't they say no? Okay, if they reach, they say, okay, women stay. Now men go with children. After 1 month, or you change, women go, men stay, because of equality. But when things are hard, is that time nature will come normal. They respect nature. But when things are sweet, they will tell everything is is equal, this and that. That is a question, is a discussion for another day, please. So, what am I trying to say? You see people in Ukraine today, they are defending their country. There are many that has run away. There are many that are there also. Because not all that will be military. You understand? But why are those people that are, sacrificing themselves? Why are they doing it? It's for the collectivity. For the collectivity. You understand? That is why I say collectivity involves sacrifice. This is why you have foot soldiers ready to die for the cause of collective interest, for their nation. Our collectivity as a people supersedes our different individual interests. Without we, there will be no you or I, individual. Without us, we, a people, there will be no I or you. You think about it, it's a deep saying. This is the mistake our people have been making. Many of our people believe that individually you can make it, and as long as no. You are hallucinating. Look at what is happening in Lagos. What has been happening? Because people they see that our people are individualistic. Our people are autonomous. Even that autonomy enter their brain. People in Okokomaiko are different. They don't care about what happens in Apapa. They don't care what people in Idumota is suffering. They don't care. People in Osho, they don't care what the people in Ketu are suffering. So they are individualistic. And our enemies are taking advantage of that. It is high time we make a rethink. Do you know why IPOB is formidable? Is we are a very big one family, one worldwide family. Anything that happens to one person happens to all. We descend on that person. The cause of that, we descend on that person. That is why we are being feared. I was listening to one man, Reno Mokri, when he was talking about some history, this and that. There is one comment he made. He said, no, I don't want to say this before IPOB start pursuing me. Please, I don't want. I say yes. The fear of IPOB is the beginning of wisdom. If you understand? People fear us not because we are one person, but our collectivity is what makes us strong. When you have a broom, you see a broom. It's very simple. You cannot break the collective broom. But take one single one out, you break it easily. That is what people fail to understand. And that is what has been killing us, Biafrans. Since after the war, our interlocutor, our enemies, they continued the war, but in another way. They thwarted us to make us to be individuals. The primary tactics used by the Europeans to conquer and colonize Africa and other parts of the world is division. We all know it. Every day we sing it, divide and rule. But have you thought deeply about it? Divide and rule is like amputation or destroying a part of the body. You understand? That is division of a body. A person that has one of his hands or legs amputated will no more function fully to physically defend him or herself because he has lost a part of his body. That is what our enemies did to us. They made sure that we became thwarted, that you don't come as a people. But they fix you to come as individual, and the individual have no power. You understand me? And this is one of the worst things that Christianity have done to us. When you go to church, they continue telling, if I'm saying this, people will keep on saying, no, why Mazi Chinedu, why is he always making, no, but this is what I experienced. It's bitter. When you come out of it, when you start looking back, you say no. And this is what people are still inside. Christianity helped to thwart us into single digits. Oh, run for your dear life. Also, also for you. You go, pastors will be preaching for your personal miracle. Come and pray for your personal miracle, individual miracle. Everything is individualistic. Do not mind other. Just pray for your own. That is what has weakened us, individualism instead of collectivity. Do you see why we should continue enlightening our people? When you go, they tell you pray for your own. As long as you believe in your own. Now the other person didn't believe, leave him. The other person, his faith is not strong. Come, your faith is strong. Continue. You will receive your own miracle, your own personal miracle. There is no collectivity. Collectivity in the church is just membership for the pastor to be making everybody. Nothing more. They thwarted us. The primary tactics used by the Europeans to conquer and colonize Africa and other parts of the world is division. Divide and rule is like amputation or destroying part of the body. A person that has one of his hand or legs amputated will no more fully function to physically defend him or herself because he has lost a part of his body. The caliphate has been using this weapon of division in order to keep us subjugated and oppressed. We have been misled into thinking that individual success is enough. No. You have not succeeded. I have not succeeded until we succeed. When you look at people like Mecca or Ofo, all the so-called billionaires, Igbo billionaires, they will tell you, no, it's Fulani that make me who I am today, so I am with them. Do you see the danger of individual success? That is what they sentence us, so that we continue scavenging individually. It doesn't matter, even if it is bringing down your boxer so that you become razzled. You have succeeded. What matters is the result of success. You buy a big car, you build a heavy house, and that's it. But you're a slave. Collectively, we are nothing. Okorocha built everything with bulletproof doors and everything, but they came down broke all those things, came to catch him like a rabbit, and now he was crying, Jesus, because he became a prayer warrior. If there is a collectivity, do you think that those people can come down into Okorocha? People will gather, the whole nation, the whole state will gather and say no, and there's nothing they can do. You see that? That is why you can never arrest a Fulani politician like that. It's impossible. People, they will gather, and the military, who are you? They will chase you into oblivion. But when you are individual, when you are individualistic, as they have sentenced us, because they thwarted us, it is a grand plan, British grand plan through the caliphate, in order to sentence us, go and hustle on your own. That is why you see our governors, so-called governors, they cannot talk to themselves. They don't have meeting between themselves. And there is one news, sorry, before I miss that news, I wanted to talk about it. I forgot, but now I remember. Soludo said, there will be consequences for Anambra residents, communities who did not vote for APGA. This should be condemnable. I'm telling you honestly. Is it not what late Buhari said? 5%ers will be dealt with. Those who gave him 97% and those who gave him 5%. Why should we be replicating this type of thing in our land? Governor Soludo said that those that didn't vote for APGA, vote for him, will have consequences. What a mess is this? What a mess is this? We shouldn't allow, we fight evil, it doesn't matter where it is. Because we know that if we leave it, it becomes the norms. We will suffer the consequences later. Do you understand me? So, that statement is highly condemnable. Right from Radio Biafra, London, it's highly condemnable. There is no way you can justify it. Everybody is a citizen. That's it. So, going back to what I was talking about, collectivity. You have not succeeded. I, as a single person, have not succeeded until we succeed. What happened in Lagos, and it's still happening. Many of the market that was being burnt, some of them are kind of a rich Nigeria standard. But once fire come, once they start, the stigma is everybody Igbo. It doesn't matter. Maybe that is the reason why P Square will run away to America. Maybe that's the reason. To avoid that stigmatization. You understand? That is the reason why our future remains our collectivity. If we are going this single thing, we have already run astray to every part of the world until Mazi Nnamdi use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to turn us into a bunch. That is why you can hear my voice today. You know that I'm existing. Without it, without IPOB, maybe you might not even know that somebody like me is existing. Maybe I might not know that somebody like you is existing in this world. Everybody to your tent, oh Israel. But with collectivity, we become a bunch. And we help each other as a body. And we infuse fear in other people so that they cannot exploit us. Do you understand? Do you think that, like what I said the other day, when Apapa market was burnt down by Tinubu talks, APC talks, had it been our people were in collectivity in Lagos, they have the capacity of shutting down Lagos, economic wise. I said it, ordinary, close your market, don't go out for 2 days in solidarity in order to sign your petition in solidarity with your brothers in Apapa. But will they do it? These are sacrifices to made for collectivity. But will they do it? You say, nah, now you go give me food. Wow. But one day they will also burn your own place. That food you are talking about, even you might die inside. And do you see the reason why we should be collective? That is one thing our leader has done. Credit to him. Okay, our people have been suffering from the effects of the psychology of the oppressed, according to one comrade from Australia. Today, he mentioned it. I've forgotten his name. He put it in a way, I listened to it, I said, no, my brother, you struck a nerve. We learn on Radio Biafra. He called it the psychology of the oppressed. You understand? In this case, the oppressed always believe that once he can achieve one of the things his oppressor has, he has arrived. His oppressor is going on a big car, and he can buy some big car. Or once we can get one of us to occupy the position of the Nigerian president, we become satisfied, at least, without knowing that the temporary occupation of the presidency does not put you in the same position as your oppressor. Do you understand me? After all, Azikiwe was a big ceremonial president. Huge one that wears big babariga, that goes on presidential motorcade in order to deceive the gullible, which people were at that time. Anakroyaka, Zik of Africa, not even Zik of Onitsha, no, Zik of Africa, he had passed even Nigeria. Zik of Africa, do you see that? Do you see that? Deception. Deception. Azikiwe was a big ceremonial president, but powerless. What does he change? He knew the reality. He was dying inside. But when he come outside, he become, people will see him, no, Konyenkai, our president, just to give our people the fake hope. Fake hope. Counting on him, whereas he know that he is worth nothing. Do you see deception? Do you see that? Obama was the United States president. Does it change the situation and perception of the institutionalized white supremacist ideology in the United States? Does it change? Does it change it? The answer is no. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan was in power for 6 years. Does it change the fact that oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa? Does it change it? By good luck being there, does it change anything? The answer is no. There are still people in Otueke, in Bayelsa, they are still drinking from the same water they pour. Do you see it? Even if they present somebody to occupy just to satisfy the public, the population, and say, I could remember during the good luck Jonathan time. You ask somebody, why are you happy? Onyibo. Onyibo will say, no, my brother is there. That is his satisfaction. Nothing more. What changed? No, nothing, but just my brother is there. Do you see, satisfying emotion doesn't mean anything. But we should face the reality, which is what we preach here, which is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching. Facing the reality is different from emotional, or being emotional. Oh, my brother is there. What does it change? People are controlling him, managing him, using him. He is busy. He was busy trying to satisfy the caliphate. He built hundreds of schools, Almajiri schools, of which they gave him bad mouth. They thank him with bad mouth and insult. Say he must. Why shouldn't he do it? He should do it. He know now. If he not do it, he know. And some of all those Almajiri schools have been turned into mosques today. Some maybe public toilets today. He used billions of naira, taxpayers' naira, in Nigeria, and do it in order to continue to satisfy the people, the owners of Nigeria. No way. So this mad quest is what our brother summed up as the psychology of the oppressed. That is why you see our people, they come and boast. Oh, I am the first person that drive this car in this country, brought this car in this country. And you are looking at the person because he want to belong. He want to feel that, oh, now he belong. Oh. You understand? But he's a slave. He's a slave. He just want to show that he belong. That is why our people that are in power, the governors, you see how, what is the name of that Chinas and one area or something like that? The killer in Imo State, used by Hope Uzodinma, he was threatening Ikenga Imo openly on WhatsApp. I will deal with you. But can he threaten any Fulani? Fulani terrorists are killing in Lokpa. He cannot threaten. But when he wants to deal with his own people, he become more powerful. That is the psychology of the oppressed. In order to make you lower, to feel that himself also, he is a master. When you give slaves, the house niggers, you give them some house nigger little power over the field niggers. See wickedness. So that is where you feel, because the house nigger, they want those field niggers to respect them the way they respect their oga, so they can flog and deal with their fellow slaves mercilessly. That is what is happening in our land. That is why Hope Uzodinma is running Besek with his group of killers, in order to instill fear that he himself is different, that is, after all, he is like Rufai, he is like the caliphate also, the slave masters, so we should fear him. Do you see that? And the caliphate, they are enjoying this. Because this is the psychology of the oppressed. Anything they can hang on, little thing, they will use it to bloat. You know, the way they scattered us, put us into individualism. That is why you see our people. And he say, oh, I build a house. Hey, he show his house. I build a house. In order to make that is a psychology of the oppressed. So that you feel all those things is what he's using in order to make you to give him more respect. That is more than you. He is more than others. I am not suffering like others. He is something psyche. He is psychological. That is what our brother summed it up as, the psychology of the oppressed. I totally agree with him. I 100% agree with him. I'm telling you honestly. So that when you see, you know, when people that have real power, do you see the white supremacists coming on video showing up? Do you see them coming to show their big cars and big, because all those things are nothing. It is nothing to them. They have passed all those type of things. They have passed it. They are above it. You understand? Do you understand? Do you see the caliphate? The caliphate, maybe, Buhari son and daughter, or all those their Dangote sons and daughters coming to boast on the distance, on the internet? No, because all those things are nothing. They have the real power. But the people you see boasting, these are at people that are claiming artificial powers, so that to make you fear, to make you infuse respect, so that you respect them as you are seeing the other slave masters. It's the psychology of the oppressed. That is the reality. Nigeria was created by Britain to thwart us as a people, to destroy our collectivity, our togetherness, and they almost succeed. I'm telling you honestly, they almost succeed. For us to be programmed into individualism. That is why you see our people because he want to show that I have made it, I can make it. It's my power. But look, if a system is working, we build a collectivity, we restore our nation, whereby any person can collect a car and get a car under hire purchase. He's working and paid. Any type of car you want, you go and sign and collect. Will you be boasting with it? Why are you going to boast for somebody that can also have the same thing like you? If he wants, why will you boast? But they sentence all things to individualism, so that onye ọbụla wụ ikeketa orie. Oh, you didn't try, me I tried, I have gotten it, so you are relegated now. So that whenever I see you, hey, physically now I respect you. Na mkpọrọ gị si n'ala, na udodrege, hey, ọchịagha one, ọnwa one, udodrege, mgbere gị ikpere n'ala. You are artificially trying to get the respect that is meant for the master, whereas you are not the master. You don't have that power. You are trying to buy it through your advertisement. But with collectivity, we became a bunch, and we can get anything we want. We will get respect without even asking for it. Only our togetherness, our collectivity will command respect, because they will be saying, as they are saying now, don't talk about IPOB. Hey, if you talk about Airbag, they will now everybody will keep quiet. Had it been we continue being one, they will be taking us without no consequences. Do you see what we are saying? That is why they always threaten us with impunity in Lagos, in the north. Do you understand me? Do you remember when they commanded what they organized and killed some Fulani and their cows in Abia? The following day, they come up with one group name, the Fulani. These are people that understand what is collectivity. They say now they have commanded their people, they are on the road coming. And truly, more than 300 convoy of cars and lorries were on the way. Do you see what is togetherness? That coming, that thing it didn't affect all of them. But to be in solidarity, they have to obey, because if they don't obey, tomorrow they become victim. But in our own, hey, somebody called, he says in Mushi. No, Mushi here, we have a good relationship with the indigenous. It's not, we are not like in Apapa. And I start seeing, when he was talking, I start seeing our mentality. I'm not saying his mentality, I say Igbo mentality. That is who we are. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and sanitized us. He doesn't see it as a collectivity. No, they are different. It's their market that is being bombarded here. We know how to manipulate or diabolize and be with the indigenous people here, the Yorubas here. So we know how to deal with them. We're okay here. Imagine that a call, we are okay, come back. For example, it's not that I say for example, as the Fulani, they called their people immediately, secret call. Everybody, they were in a convoy to make sure that people saw them, to make sure people respect them, that they are in collectivity. It signifies a lot. Now a convoy, it doesn't matter, many of them will be losing, but that individual loss is nothing. That is why I say in collectivity there are sacrifices. That is why in a country you see people going to join military in order to fight. They know they can die, but their death makes the country to continue living. Do you see it? So when the Fulani, they gathered and called their people from the south and said, oh yeah, start coming then, immediately they obey. They're gonna, it doesn't matter. Even those that have customers, maybe some people they'll be telling them, Elijah, you follow. He said, I will go, but it doesn't concern you. No, now we, now all of us. He will leave every gain, but people that owe him in our land and in other part of the south, but people that owe him, but people, he doesn't care. He will answer, I'm joining my people, we are going. It's a show of force, collectivity. That collectivity brings respect. But in our own people, each person is individualistic. No, why you call? How am I going to do now? My market, how am I going to carry it? Different people will be giving excuses, and that excuses is lack of sacrifice. And lack of sacrifice is what tied us together. Tied us down. Always tie us down, so that they continue molesting us, because they know that we are not together. If you call now, people in Mushi, they will gather them. Mushi elder, Yoruba elders in Mushi. I'm giving an example. We gather and call Ezendibo na Mushi, say, tell your people, you know, concern on now. May I tell you, you don't know that this is a tactics of dividing, thwarting us, thwarting our collectivity. No, Mushi, no, we have been in peace. So what happened in Apapa, it doesn't concern. So you people should not mind them all. People in Idomata, they will have meeting with the local chiefs there and say, no follow, you know, we have been here since only God knows when. So it doesn't concern us. They will be thinking that this is a good advice, that they are in advantage. No, that is a disadvantage. You will need to join your people in whatever they are doing, even if it doesn't concern you. You have to sacrifice. That sacrifice brings respect from the people watching. They will say, oh, now these people, they are unified though. So that tomorrow if they want to do you something, they will remember that others will rise up. That is how it goes. But when you are individualistic, you can be a victim at any time. And you have no respect. A single broom will be broken, but a bunch is not broken at all. You cannot break them. That is a secret that the Fulani understood. But that understanding, that knowledge is still eluding many of our people. But inside IPOB, we understand it. We have been enlightened enough to understand the importance of collectivity. You understand? In the present day Nigeria setting, we Biafrans have been running helter-skelter as sheep without shepherd. No collectivity. This is the reason why they can disenfranchise us, kill us, and destroy our properties with impunity. All these are because we have no collectivity. There is nothing like us as a people. There is nothing like us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, through IPOB, has shown us the way to be us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has shown us the way to be us. Even if it doesn't affect you directly, once a clarion call comes, you follow your people and say, now what are we going to do? Imagine that the market that was burnt, all other parts of Lagos now rise up and say no to this. No, it doesn't matter. Everybody rose up like one person, one man. Before God and man, they will start begging. The government will be forced to make reparations. Do you understand? But when everybody is individualistic, no, it doesn't. No, it never reach me. That side. What do you think will happen? Tomorrow they will do the same thing. Tomorrow they will call and say, no, you cannot vote here. Do you know that disenfranchising people, a group of people in a country, it is a heinous crime? Do you know that? It is a very big insult. It is as good as killing you. Because you are there just like slaves. Oh, if you are not going to vote for my choice candidate, do not come out to vote. Oh. And you swallow it like that and say, let us move on. After all, your pastor have told you that, look, don't worry, God is in control of everything. No, God is not in control. It is human being that is in control. Let me tell you. Do you understand me? Human being that is in control. Those people that are in control, they are humans like you. So strive to be in control. To stop hiding on, no, God will be in control. No. Somebody say in that one radio host, we have petitioned God. How can you petition God? What of others? All those people that are doing all those things, do you think they don't petition God? Do you think they don't petition God? Let us remove ourselves from this idiocy, foolishness, please. These people are doing all these things last 4 years. On 2019, they did the same thing. Oba of Lagos gathered our people and started insulting them face to face. I will throw all of you inside the lagoon, and they swallowed it. They move on. They laugh over it. Some clap even. They started defending him that no, he's always playing. He's a joker. And that thing made them to increase their tempo. They disenfranchise you. Disenfranchising you makes, do you know how it takes the black Americans to fight for voting? Do you know that? Do you know the slaves, they were not allowed to vote before? Black Americans, do you know that? Do you know how much it took them? They are relegating you from voting now. Instead, they will tell you, okay, if you want to vote, come, I will show you who to vote for. What is he not telling you direct that you're a slave? And you swallow all these things because you are not collective, because you are single, because you are going to this church. All of you, this one is going to, what do you call it? Kumuyi church. All Yoruba, Adebayo, they are your daddy Jews. These are the people you go Sunday, they will tell you, Akashie go, they will comfort you. No, don't worry, it's not our character, it's us, it's this. This is because you are not collective. A time will come, you will continue suffering it. But this is a clarion call here on Radio Biafra London, started by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for us to come together and be collective as a bunch. You understand? Because disenfranchising us, they kill us and destroy our properties with impunity. All this because we have no collectivity. There is nothing like us as a people. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through IPOB has shown us the way to be us. Once we rise up to the task of being in collectivity as a people, the sky remains our limit. With our collectivity, we can achieve anything. We will restore our nation Biafra. And that is why we continue, because the first way of restoring Biafra is to form collectivity, forming IPOB, a global family. Do you understand? Forming a global family, that is collectivity, so that when we cooperative, just like cooperative, if you talk because it is people's voice. Do you understand me? That is the reality. I am going to go into a few minutes break, because this is where I'm going to stop. I am going to go into few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away, please.
People are just getting angry about it, but it doesn't mean a damn thing.
We were originally living here before you come to settle.
All right. Okay. Now, thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Van. Did you hear what he said? Can you hear him?
Very loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, it has been alleged also that some certain persons in Lagos who say they are the owners of this land, they've come out to say that if you are not voting a certain candidate tomorrow, then you have no business coming out to vote. What's your take on that?
That is absolute rubbish. That is lawlessness. That is brigandage. That is everything that is evil in a society. Ownership of land is nowhere related to the freedom of every individual who is protected by the constitution of the country to exercise his rights in the way he wants to do that. I have said earlier, and much earlier, that Lagos, there are landowners. Lagos belongs to people who are landowners, but that we are all stakeholders, where they can actually tell the non-indigens to have no say and not to come near is their traditional institutions. The governance of the traditional institutions, their cultural heritage and all that, not with government which is completely foreign to every culture in this country. The governments we operate in Nigeria are completely foreign to any culture and not native to any particular tribe. It is something that was foisted on us to guarantee good societal values and to guarantee peace and harmony. So for as long as that government affects the lives of everybody living within a particular space, that person has a right that he cannot be denied to say, this is the right person I think that I surrender my sovereignty to rule over me. Governance is a question of people surrender.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of March 2023. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line is +1 213-328-6224. I repeat, +1 213-328-6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Remember that on Friday after tomorrow, Mazi Chinedu will be here with me on an interactive session as usual. So you can also prepare your questions as usual. The time will be 7:30 p.m. BT. So do not miss the program, please. We encourage our people anywhere you are in that zone called Nigeria. Be strong. If you can come back, come. Please. Also defend anything. As a group, be collective anywhere you are. That is what we urge. Stop being single. Nah, I don't want to be part of these people. You are going your own. You don't want problem. He that doesn't want problem, you don't need to be in this world, because this is a world of problem. This world you see is a world of problem. Very big problems everywhere. Do you see what is happening in France, in Israel, is it in Colombia, in Beirut, in Lebanon? People are rising up. Things are happening everywhere. So it's a world of problem. The earth you are in already is problematic, is spinning at a high speed. Here I know a high speed world. So it's a world of problem. Please, only you regulate it. Be collective. Be your brother's keeper. Join hands together in order to make statements. You can make statements through your actions. Through your actions. The way the Fulani they used to do. You hear it? Fulani is the only tribe in Africa or in West Africa, in Africa, that defy the European borders, European created borders. Do you know that? Is it not last year they had only Fulani had meeting all over the world? Fulani in Asorok, in Abuja. Can any other tribe do that? Igbos, we have our people in part of Cameroon, in Equatorial Guinea. Do we talk about it? We never even talk about Igbos in Kogi, Benue. Talk less of Igbos in those in Iguacha. Some of them say we are not Igbos. But no, they are changing their name to another thing. Do you see how you don't know that they are dividing us into pieces? Piecemeal by piecemeal, the same way you swallow 1 kilo of apple, you can swallow it, but not once. You take it one by one. You take small, mold it in your hand, put inside soup and swallow. Before you know it, you finish 1 kilo. That is how they are doing us. They sold themselves. One of the worst things they committed is allowing Igbo land to be, confined into little space. We forget our brothers in Kogi. Some of our people in Igala, in Benue, they have joined Islam. When you see them, you see they are Fulani people, but they are Igbo people, for goodness sake. Let us continue, please. Caller on WhatsApp, you are the first caller, please. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Mazi Chinedu.
You don't reggae, Mazi. There were.
Can I hear them? Can I hear them? I can imagine that the kind of American people. As we look at them, does the above law? But I am I don't know that. I when I'm if you put on my brother, as we check the Zion. She woke up, Chebono do bom. Then una kwa minhe zuroke. Onu chebono ye jere. Ona ro ya na. Ishendi ro bisi no bo bisi akọ ya na. Kom na achichara bisi akọ ya na. Asum kam nti onu na ife na mente ba kita. some if they mend the buy and Lagos State, you can buy a cost there. You gotta go. Because only one of my friends, I'm about if I achieve it though. I said, if I achieve menu after to be a winner this election, if I am menu, if I go over there, I'm going to go. No one here, the moon at the Nigeria, no way for them to be a winning election. After getting the election, I'm going to phone, say, but I said, no, kita go to the hand, if I am the Must say, Mazi for many years. However, now, because of that, to be into the election. Nay, the way able not anywhere I Lagos or what would one away of said. As I'm going to take as a Puntua, take as a Puntua. My brother, I hear you I've been for over now. And the buyer was something no get until I must go hard. But I create vision again. No, because also. Na social election, if you don't be more because because okwu nwa Chineke emezu na Yoruba mgbe ebido agba akwụ ụlọ ọkụ ọ bụla ya wake up. So ana m ekele gị so much n'ọrụ na-arụ Biafras. Abịa ihe gbasara religion, don't panic. Imekwu na anyị si na anyị na stop ka anyị kwụsị ihe gbasara religion a because onye ebe ahụ ka anyị the main problem here. This religion, no Christianity in Dutch with the right. A problem here. So I am now gonna one night why I'm a Maria header. You share the kill my until I play they are put in social media because we are here. I am on that watch when you're now watch your job with maybe that I own IPOB. I'm going to this struggle because I have known this struggle for many years. For many years, I had a book. I had a book, but I am my father. Yeah. But I am my father. You see, she may have old woman. Oh, what going on? We don't know.
There were. You don't reggae. Caller on WhatsApp, caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? You are live and direct. Go on, please.
Our leader is Mazi Kanu. And I'm using this platform to call on the international community, the world at large, to look into the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, a man who did nothing wrong, rather speaking for the freedom of his people. He's been in detention illegally against appeal court discharged and acquitted of our leader since October last year. And up to now, the Nigeria tyrannical government of Buhari has refused to obey court order. But one thing I want them to understand that there is a limitation to what human being can endure in life. Justice delayed is justice denied. The area the world rise to their responsibility to uphold the rule of law, uphold justice, the better for everybody, because we clamor for a peaceful global community to live in harmony with one another. But it shouldn't be in expense of some particular people. In this case, the Biafran people have suffered genocidal war, and the world used to look the other way because they see what they see in us is resources. They don't see human being in us, which is a great injustice to humanity. And Mazi, thank you for your program. You're doing a great work. I want to join my voice because I'm going to know Igbo. I'm going to know na okay na bondeba yo la kporo ni Igbo. Ma ndị bi na mba ofesi ma na gburugburu ebe a kpọrọ azụmanụ. Unu leba anya n'ihe na-eme na Naịjirịa taa. Obodo ụlọ anụmanụ anyị nọ n'ime ya, o nwere mgbe ọ ga-eru. O nwere mgbe ọ ga-eru ebe ọbụla ibi, ọsibidi na Chokoto, ebe ọbụla ibi, imepe ọnụ si na iwu Nigerian, the molestation ị ga-enweta, the humiliation, even possible deportation ga-eso ma ọ bụghị igbo ụlọ nga, because ihe Nigeria gọọmenti mega arụ karịrị arụ in the eyes of even international community. Ọ ga-eru mgbe ọ ga-eru. See, one thing I know is that evil doesn't last forever. Truth must prevail. Light must prevail. They are human beings with conscience. Even though we know that the global wars are being run by men that have no conscience, but we have people who still have the conscience of humanity in their private investment, in their private sector, that can rise up tomorrow and begin to see the injustice of Nigeria, and by that time they begin to show that racist on anybody in Nigeria. So uru ọ ga-abara gị nwa afọ Igbo ebe ọ bụla ibi, mere obedient, ma imego obedient, ma ibilivu gị kpọrọkọta agbaala n'ihu efi. Chọwakwa ebe ọbụla IPOB family nọ, were part of this movement, because ihe a umbrella ga-echekwa gị. Because it's better mgbe a ga-akpata gị aka, your identity will be I'm a Biafra. Because IPOB is the umbrella body of Biafra as it stands today. We are registered in over 88 countries and counting. Legally, we obtain our legal permit. Everything is legitimized. We are not illegal organization, not to talk more of terror, whatever the IEP is labeling us. But we know they have ended in shame, because even few days after they are labeling us terrorists, whatever, Israeli government issue us a certificate of operation in a certificate of registration in Israel. Is a plus for us. So even when they are trying to mock us, the world is celebrating us. So the only thing that can happen to you as one people, IPOB no register sooner. Don't sit across the fence and say, okay, Biafra. No. Because unuji chego unuji nazi de everywhere. Ega na church gain millions. One of our brother mega program na abalị ngechara. Mmadụ kpọrọ na-enye testimony nwafọ Igbo. Ega na church onye Yoruba ga na-enye millions. Even mmepe ọnụ na-asị ịtụgidere tait, inyegidere na-enye tait na million. But they come on to support Biafra struggle. Iwe onwe gị, ụmụ gị nwere onwe gị. Iwepụta ₦1 ga-ajụwa onye ka a ga-enye ya. Na aka enye onye aka orie ya. Mgbe a ga-enwe sense. But iruzie na chọọchị onye Yoruba ma ọ dị ọtụ sị na ya bụ pastor, your brain na short off. Ka eji n'ụtụtụ chụwa ewu dị ojii. Maka mgbe chi ga-eji, mmiri a na-achọ izo. Onye isi ekwuchala ihe niile a ga-ekwu. Ọzọ onye nwere ntị ya nụrụ. Ọ bụla ụtọ ha m n'ọnụ, udo chianụ ụmụ ibe, ndewo nwa Chineke.
Ndewo Mazi, ndewo udo dịrị gị. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi Joe, I think you are. Ndewo, welcome to the program. Udo dịrị gị.
Daalụ Mazi.
Ndewo.
Daalụ Mazi. Yeah. First and foremost, I will say a very big thank you to you, Mazi. You have been doing a great work, and Metuko Kichi grant you more strength. We say. Mazi, am I coming out?
Coming out crystal clear. Go on, please.
Okay. Mazi. Okay, Mazi. Pertaining to what you've said this evening, my contribution is, I have a little thing that I wrote down, which is, the world is an open jungle where the most powerful dictates everything to the detriment of the people where their interest lies. Simply put, all over the world, there are American military bases over the world. It is there for an interest. The Fulani is here. They are in the south in our areas. It's for an interest. Now, the of Ndibo, what is their ideology? Because ideology pushes interest, and the interest is meant for the people of the is meant for the people by the people, you know, who are trying to oppress any person to get what they want at any cost. What Westerners are getting, they are storing it down for the future of their children, because they have started teaching them that this is how our forefathers got it. This is how we will continue getting it, and this is how you too will continue getting it. They are training them for tomorrow. I don't understand why our Igbo people will be in Lagos. They cannot come together as one to defend each other. Mazi, I was in Lagos when they did this HAUSA-Abiola. I was there. My dad had to send my 3 younger ones to the village. 2 of us stayed. What did my daddy do?
Mazi, I ran. I was here also. I ran. I ran from Lagos down to the village.
Mazi, I was there. I was there with my dad. My dad, then we have 2 cutlasses at home. We sharpened it and kept it too. We sharpened it and kept it. Though I was born in Lagos, so I could mix up with the Yoruba guys around me. But you know what, Mazi? 2, 3 days, 2, 3, 4 days, they started, now this area quiet too. Why this area be like this now? Some people have started making Ndibo just for 3 days. Imagine if Ndibo in Lagos decided, okay, we are packing our Ngo back to the east. Lagos will be dry as desert. Like what you just said, Mazi, you see, the head, the brain controls the body. It tells it what to do, but all of them are working perfectly for one thing. Ndibo should come together. We should all come together. We shouldn't be looking at, I am the strongest, I am the greatest, my state, no, my no, we don't need it. What we need is cohesion to forge ahead, to move forward. And IPOB as an umbrella body has given us all that that much needed comfort and zeal to forge ahead as one people together. This is what we need. Look at what is happening in Europe. Whatever the Russia, China says, NATO will counter it. Why? Because they want their own interest to be protected. That is international politics. Some people have been threatened that multipolarism is coming out. We need to protect this our unipolar. But these other guys, they want multipolarism. Everybody is fighting for interest. What is our interest as Ndibo? That's the most annoying thing. What do we believe in? Do we want to live together, or do we want to continue to be slaves? We are at war at the moment, and Mazi, do you know the funniest thing? They are fighting this war against us from many angles. Economically starving our people in the east, economically fighting our people in Lagos, economically burning markets all over Nigeria. The army is there in the east, killing. The Fulani terrorists are there fighting us, and we are all busy. Ndibo are all busy doing what is it called? They are doing pranks on Twitter, doing pranks on TikTok, doing pranks on Facebook. They should not worry. When the Fulanis catch them, they will prank them too. Dalo Mazi, have a beautiful evening, sir.
There were Mazi. There were. Thank you very much for what you are also what you are sending. Caller on Signal, welcome to the program. Caller on Signal, can you hear me?
Yes, David Jonathan, can you hear me, sir?
There were. Welcome to the program. Go on, please.
David Jonathan Shike. Biafra all over the world, you don't go Kadranil. Ayala Biafra. David Jonathan, United Nations law self-determination. That United Nations, that Jonathan, is it an organization that holds the world? And they put self-determination. Any nation that wants to be free should follow it. Have we IPOP not followed it? We have followed it. Then they kidnapped him from Kenya. And the one that keeps the nation definitely to reason. That could have kept silent. And all leaders in Biafra land kept silent. Then the Jonathan, if not you go to Ghana, we are gone. We are gone. Look at the election. The guy said the PVC is for how many years ago? I said they are burning our son. Killing us in Yoruba land. Yeah, we are taking the way to go and beg for Yoruba to live. It doesn't concern your church car, but I don't want to carry them coming. Are you moving to see? Don't let Jonathan. I can't go say what I say now. I will say now. I don't know what I got here. No one night. Not away. Now we chaff monkeys and baboons. Do they know where we are? Project of the Most High. Now, that's it. They're not the Kanu. Unconditional release. I never pay a fair. I was scared. We understand that we are Biafras. That better than the Kanu said Biafra. Check it out. I'm going to tell you nonsense. That's it. To go carry on since I agree in Job chapter 30. From verse 1 to 8, verse 13, very important. Because they want to so that they will separate them from the color and they kill him. They never know where. That is Job chapter 1, verse 5. Very, very important. To come and save one of us to have our own land. That is the creator of this world, the gave us. And so I have the right to talk to you. And Biafra refuse to understand that their agenda is to kill us and take our land. And you are staying there waiting your time. Peter Obi na aga court. Where are the people? Anybody go back to time they chop train at them. And the governor come back to the state. Can you go on your chamber in Nairobi? Can you go against the federal road? No, no federal government where you go to the Shana line. But I feel like I put on my life. This will be threat. We have suffered enough in young people's hand. That operation must stop. Nonsense. Okay, when they look at the coffin, using Apogale. Ghana, what time one how could you chaluku? Not that I'm going to come to go. My friend Canada. One care and one man. Look how for Kenya about time we can go with the fiction of football of Tamoa. Omo one got catch up. Look where Maneka, Manori, Manafo, Manamku, yeah. Oje, Amana Lumu to quote the China, Moka Moka,
There war. Oh, hey, Biafra. There war. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, Mazi, Jonathan.
There war, Mazi. Go on, please. Welite Tolu.
All right, thank you. Are you hearing me right?
Yes, the whole world is hearing you. Go on, please.
All right. My name is Tobias Okore. I'm calling from Abakaliki province, Biafra land. Mazi, Jonathan, you know, the start of this your broadcast this night, just like that of Nnamdi Kanu, that makes Nnamdi Kanu unique. Does some of us see him like the most wisest person, because Nnamdi Kanu used to go and point out something, start from the root. Started with FFK. I think next time, please just elaborate more on that. Hit more, shake that foundation. Let us understand more things concerning that area, and also the way that the British managed to create the enmity between the Igbos and the rest of the so-called Nigerians. Now, my brother, this issue of divide and rule, the enmity, Everybody just like to be on his own. This issue is the things that's been troubling us. It's even, you know that, man, Jonathan, that this thing, Luchelana, even in our families, individually. So, even in my family, I can use my family as an example. Some people have enough money to sponsor others to do business and others. They will just be a kind of holding it by themselves. Instead, they will just open a pipe on water, give you maybe one pipe so that if the one water is running from their side, so that they will be getting small and put to like two container, so that when the other one finish, the one that is shared to people, then you'll be using the other one for some time. Mazi Jonathan, please, I love your program. If you know how you can be able to be coming every day, I will like it most, because you are just like a step from Nnamdi Kanu. Continue with what you are doing.
Please, no comparison, please. There, well, just go on.
So this what I'm saying is this. Please let our people listen to Mazi Jonathan. Let us come together and understand, develop our frontal lobe, our thinking faculty, our reasoning capacity. Let it be able to accumulate others. Let us reason how collective interest. How can we work together to achieve one particular purpose? This is what we lack in Igbo land, in every family. That is my contribution this night, Mazi. You have, in fact, you have made my day. I can sleep well this night. Thank you very much.
We must continue, please. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, please stop listening through your radio. Please go on, please. You're on air. Go on, please. There, Mazi, can you hear me? Call on direct line. Then go on. There,
Mazi, I'm still the same person that is calling you for a very long time. The group, sir.
Okay. Mazi, can you off your radio, please? Can you get out from your radio, please? Is interfering. Okay. You know what? This is your number. Let me try to cram it. That's 3 digits. I'll cram it. You on WhatsApp, right? You on WhatsApp, right? Okay. You know what?
Yes.
If I finish now, I want you to send me again a message on WhatsApp, please. Just send me again a message. If I finish, I promise I will reply you. After this program, please. I will do the needful, please. Just send me a message to remind me. I will now register your name. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. It means you are consistent. Caller on signal, Mazi Akas. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan.
There we
good evening from here, my brother.
There we Udodrege.
I bless you for the good work you are doing, and we must continue to do the needful until Biafra is being restored. Watching all that you said this night. We've heard all that you said, and we must continue to fight, because what we are doing is something that we are not going to go back. Fellow Biafra lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi. I'm from Austria. I'm by the special of people I serve the indigenous people of Biafra at IPOB Austria National Council. My brother, Jonathan, what is happening to our people is unbelievable, and our people are still on repeating the same thing that has put all of us into this quagmire. And as we are preaching this gospel, if truly our people will understood what we are saying, that everything we are doing is for the good of our own people, for us to be free from this enclave which the British have put our people. We are suffering, avenging all over the world like sheep without shepherd. Mazi Nnamdi can have come to organize us and make us who we are today. That we are so resolute in and formidable in this quest of Biafra, which the world has seen, that we are not going to give up. That we are not going to give up. So we must continue to fight until we get what we are looking for. Because the life we are living today worth nothing. It worth nothing without Biafra. And we must continue to do this needful. We must continue to fight this fight until we get what we want. That's the thing. And you said something concerning peace here. The guy that Calibanti, if you don't have peace, you don't come to my office. Mazi is out of fear. He ran away. He ran away because if we eventually won this election, he will run away. But they have took their vote and give it to Babu. And at the end of the day, he ran away because he knew. He knows that these people can come after him. You understand? And there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do than to keep on doing what we are doing. There's nothing we can do, Mazi, to keep on preaching. To keep on preaching until Biafra is being restored, my brother. And who we are telling our people at home is that we must go back home. This killing in Lagos, or this catastrophe that the Yorubas are trying to, do to our people in Lagos, we must go back home. If we like, let's take it. If we like, let's leave it. The day they will be killing them, we will still come here to analyze how to kill them. Our general group have told them many times, even Bolatan, they refuse. They believe that building other countries is more better than what they are doing today. So all we are saying is that earlier the better our people understood what we are doing, what we are saying, earlier the better for all of us. We should go back home and rebuild Biafra land. They start the people or whatever. We can do this in ourselves. We can allow until when they kill all of us before we begin to realize that Nigeria is not meant for all of us. You have pride in your vote. They have rigged the election and gave it to the opposite. It's the eyes of our people. It will never clear our eyes. So my brother Jonathan, this is one of our gallant women who spoke when the people saw her video telling our people the best thing is to go back home. She spoke and as a gallant Biafra woman. But there's one thing I pick on her message. She said, let's go back home and rebuild our places. These enemies that want to destroy us in Nigeria, they will look for us when we go. If you are right, you can be able to protect your property. When you are gone, nobody is going to protect that property anymore. And we are telling the whole world that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a peaceful content, they have to release this man. Fulani government have to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because we are running out of patience, Mazi. My blessing watching it. We must continue to be the needful. There's no back to go.
Of course. There were. Thank you very much. You must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Mazi Chuku, can you hear me? Yesterday, I don't know what happened. Just cut on the middle. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. I can hear you.
Of course. There we go on. Today, your voice is okay.
Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you, not only me. Go on, please.
Okay. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once again, Mazi Jonathan, for all the effort we are putting in place for this long journey. Chukwu Okike Abiama will be your strength. I greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who set up this platform. Honestly, I try to understand that information is even powerful than food to eat. Because when you hear information, the truth information, like hearing Radio Biafra, or hearing the word of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is even more than food if somebody is eating. I mean people who are human beings, not an animal, as a Nigerialist. I want to go straight to what happened in the election in Lagos. And the criminals that the thoughts of Chinedu that went to burn our people's business. This has been happening from time to time in Nigeria. And nobody is asking questions because we have no leader. What we have in Igbo land are Fulani slaves in the name of Ohaneze. I have said it time without number. Ihe Ohaneze we ihe ọjọọ. That name alone made it very clear that the Igbo has no leader. Those people supposed to dissolve immediately and look for people who will stand for Igbo race. How is it that anytime something happens in Nigeria, Igbo business will be burned and nobody will ask questions? Sometime there was a news that some cow was killed in Abia State. I think as last year. If you hear the type of statement the Fulani made, your mouth. They command OKZ to pay.
And he paid, begging.
What they calculated.
Oh, he was begging and he paid immediately.
About over 8 million. They counted how many cows, how much each cow, and the goat, and the human being, whatever they counted, they put it together and told him to pay immediately, and he paid. The same thing happened in Owerri sometime, maybe last year, in so many places. My question is this: why is it that anytime the Igbo market will be destroyed and everybody keep quiet? Somebody suggested today on radio that it is better to take that man that makes comments about Igbos and the Chinedu and their thoughts to court in Lagos. Even if you know that will nothing come about it, if at all, let it be noted. Let it be noted that something like this happened. And so millions of people, businesses was burned down by Chinedu and go home. Again, one problem people have is this. Everybody is on his own way, which is very bad. He was supposed to have a strong union, not organized in Igbo, a strong union in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kanu, in so many places. They have strong union, they market strong union, which everybody will be involved. And they have fun. If anything happens, they fight. Even though they cannot fight with the gun or whatever. They go back. No matter how, people will hear it and it will be on record. Then everybody will go back and sleep. And that will be forgotten. Another day, another thing will happen to another place. It is very, very long. It is a pity by this time of hardship in Nigeria. A human being will go to the market where people are from and put it on fire. And everybody will go back to this farm. It is very bad. Honestly, it is very, very bad. The Yoruba, our leaders have done so much to bring them together so that what happened before will not happen again. There was a time Ojukwu Awolowo was released in Calabar prison after the first election was conducted in Nigeria. And the same thing that happened now happened then. It happened that Awolowo was jailed because of that riot, that problem, according to that time. And when 1966 problem happens, before we got to 1967, before the war, Ojukwu released Awolowo. Then told Awolowo to go and declare Oduduwa. He will declare Biafra. Because they have seen that Nigeria is not going to work. Then when Awolowo go to West, to Lagos, Awolowo join Yakubu Gowon to fight Biafra. And all of that happened. Today, it was Tinubu to show the same hatred. Our leaders have worked so hard to bring this union so that we break Nigeria for the future generation. Because Nigeria has nowhere to go. It was a thing that was planned so that there will be no development. All we will be hearing every day is killing, destruction. This arrangement was properly done. And the more the days is going, the more hard it will become. Let our people be reasonable by now to know that one day you who are here now, one day we leave. Not to travel. It will be that you have died. And your children and unborn generation will continue suffering as a slave in the name of Nigeria. Any Igbo man or a Yoruba man who feels that Fulani has given him a position as a political party that is have a chance to steal the wealth and the future of their people. Remember, one day you will live here on earth. And your children will join to suffer for what you have created. Obasanjo take gang up with Peter Obi and Nyesom Wike and take them to London to sign slave contract. And this is where we are today. I have to stop here today. I may continue another time, but I greet anybody who understands that being a Nigerian is to be a slave.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Mazi. You are winding down slowly towards the end of the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on signal.
Yes, Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu.
The Kwarage.
Biafrans, great Biafran, Udo Chukwuka Biamaduru Nunine. Mazi, I thank you very much for your enlightenment and your teaching. May Elohim continue strengthening you to continue doing the needful. Mazi, our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwuka Biama is our God. On this hollow platform, Radio Biafra is where we worship. Chukwuka Biama will continue doing the needful in the heart of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He created our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and sent him to this message. And our leader came and do the needful. The God of our land, the God of our ancestors, the God of the truth, the God of honesty, the God of faith, the God of trust, the God of sacrifice, the God of wisdom, the God of peace, the God of freedom. Chukwuka Biama, protect our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our DOS who are doing the needful, and our leader presenters, we call them our professors who are doing the needful. Chukwuka Biama, all the true Biafran and our Eastern Security Network who are protecting our area, our land for the invader called Fulani terrorists. May Elohim give them the more strength, more knowledge to do the needful in the name of Chukwuka Biama. He said, Mazi, this night you said something that touched me. You know, when you talk about correctivity, about how to do things, correctivity, our people don't understand it very well. If you are missing Radio Biafra, listening Radio Biafra, you are missing a lot. This is where we teach our people. This is where we learn a lot of things. How other Western world, good country are perform very well. There is no way, no station in the whole world you can hear the truth that's coming out from Radio Biafra. No way. And those who are make it possible, we call them professors. Not all the Fulani stooge in our land. When we talk about professors, we know what we learn from them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and selected good ones to teach us, to direct us. If our leader is not there, that is people are there, that is DOS and our leader presenters. We cannot stop listening to them because our life now is in danger. But what I want great Biafran to don't allow it to happen to us, to allow our enemies to determine our future. If you allow your enemies to determine your future, our own is gone. But today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it possible. That is why today, somebody as Igbo man can stand up and talk about Biafran. You know, our leader said told the Fulani people, you can never do me anything. I can never be a slave to Fulani people. Instead of Fulani people will be my slave. That is our leader. And the people came inside IPOB to sell and steal money. They don't know how we prepare. We are here to set the record straight. For those who hate us, Fulani people and the Western world who thinking that dividing us can give them this thing. That's why all of them joining obedient. Today, look at all of them. Now their eyes don't open. The same thing our leader said. When you serve the zoo, you come back in shame. Great Biafrans, stay firm. Never try to go back. What we want is the freedom of our people. Release our leader for us. Our leader committed no crime, no by law. I asking all the religious leaders in our land who keeping quiet since, all the bishops, now come out, speak out and ask Fulani people, why are you holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why? Release our leader the way their court said it. Please, we are begging all the religious leaders in our land, those thieves, you know, when we call them thieves, they are the main Yahoo we have in this country. You see, these religious leaders, all of them now really Yahoo. If police or DSS or EFCC can go around arresting all those people, they are major Yahoos. Is them. Let them come out now and speak out. You know, Okuzen will say that we are orphan. We don't have fathers. And it's true. Nobody's speaking. Since they are kidnapped our leader now, nobody said anything. Now they don't do their selection finish. Everybody keep quiet. One thing about our people is, Mazi Jonathan, you say that we have 15 minutes memory. It's true. There is something happening last year. When Fulani people invaded the Catholic Church. Today, can anybody remember what's happening that day? But immediately that thing happening that time, even all the Catholic Church in the zoo, everybody ganging up, telling people tight security, that starting searching people, church, parking this car this side, parking this side. But under 1 month, they don't forget. Everybody move ahead. Nobody remember anything again. But behold, look at IPOB. IPOB stand. What we want is freedom. We can't share anything with Nigeria. Our leaders made it possible, and we continue till we get what we want. Consistent is the key. You see the zoo now. Everybody are talking about they are going to court. This is only this month. I give them only this month. Everybody will go, and the life continues. Our brothers in the Western world, you know, when we lament under 1 month, everybody move ahead, forgetting what's happening. Later on, they will still come back and kill us and burn our things. Everybody should wisen up now. Tight your belt. Know that the people you are dealing with don't love you. There's no way Fulani will love Igbo man. No way. So the better is we fight and separated ourselves from these people. And I ask our people, especially our leadership, why are we fearing saboteurs? But we know that all the politicians in our land is a saboteurs to us. So we should not fear them. Let the saboteurs coming up. We are going to deal with them one by one. Especially these politicians. Mazi, Merohim, Breast, all the Biafran. The true Biafran who are doing the needful. Especially those who are teaching us and enlightening us. This is where we learn a lot of things. Elohim bless you and bless all the Biafran in the name of Chukwu Kukadia.
There were. Caller on WhatsApp, you be the last caller. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
There were. Mazi, welcome to the program.
Yes, good evening. Just a quick one. Actually, I wrote some things for you to read on this WhatsApp
okay, number. I never read it honestly, but I will check it.
Yeah, you read some, and then you didn't write. Well, the reason why actually I don't usually like the call is because you talked about collectivity, and then the best way to do collectivity is through organization. And that's where IPOB comes in. And those things I did argue what we need to be doing some practical things that may have to give these people understanding that Nnamdi Kanu may not just be the end of this thing. It's not the center of the gravity they think it is. So that is my own pick. So you read that and then you see how thinking's there.
I will.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. There were. This is where I'm going to switch off the phones, please. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. There is one news that also is a breaking news, latest news. Israel to introduce a bill to make it illegal to talk about Jesus Christ in the state of Israel. This is official. Even I put it on my timeline. You know, Israel, you are calling God of Israel, oh, Jesus Christ of Israel. As a country, they are speaking because power belongs to man. Power belongs to them as a country. The two members of parliament, Israeli members of parliament, the Knesset, they brought up a bill to criminalize any person trying to preach about Jesus Christ in the state of Israel. So that if you do, you go to jail. Now you start asking yourself, you know, what we do here, we try to open up some cover-ups, some layers of debts that have been there for centuries that people are afraid to touch. Some illusions. You understand? Israel now is a country, they know that Rome try to bastardize their religion and bring up another thing and call it Christianity in order to, now as a country, they are fighting back. They want to even stifle any Christianity or trying to convert people to preach to people, not even preach to people in their land. This thing they cannot do it in as immigrants or in Europe, but they have restored their land. They have to take hold of their land and manage their land as they want, according to their tradition. Not these things they made you to believe. These lies the Roman Empire brought. That is why, you know, they kill you as Christians. No person cares for you. You are a Christian. England brought Christianity together with Italy, but they sell you to Muslims. Can't you think? Africans say, can't you think? Can't you think deep and say, look, why are these people, they converted us, Christianized us, but they are supporting another religion to destroy us? There is something there. But emotions will not allow you to think, to reason. Emotions are beclouding your sense of reasoning. That is the worst thing that is happening to a black person. He doesn't reason more than his emotion. Before he reasons, his emotion will rise up and stifle his reasoning, and he will stop and dive into emotion. That is why you don't think critically. Enlightenment means thinking when you can think critically. When you are emotional, you rise up above your emotion. You stand up, remove yourself from that emotion, and subdue the emotion and reason. That is what makes you a pure breed, a human being. That is it. Today, Israel, they are discussing about stopping this Christianity of a thing in their land. Israel, God, because you are ignorant. Roman Empire started Christianity. They just put some versions of Judaism, you know, use it in order to confuse you, and they brought out a new religion and mentally cage you. Somebody will come and start defending Jesus. Go and call the Israeli parliament and start defending. Say, why will you stop people from preaching Jesus in Israel? And in the more case, you know, I don't know whether butterfly calling themselves birds. I don't know. More Christian than Pope. Saturday, we will be there. Last Saturday I was prepared, but because of the event of the Germany IPOB and Ambazonia in Germany, Although many things happened anyway, but that was the reason. So we continue hitting it, so that we want you to reason. Come out from your emotions. That is it. We continue. Collectivity is what I talked about. If we are in a bunch, no type of people will come and be threatening us anyhow. Because they know that we are single. They have succeeded in dividing us into single. Now they can take us piecemeal. They can, people that are not even able, not supposed to, not qualified to remove the lace of our shoes. Now they talk to us anyhow. They talk to us anyhow. Because they have succeeded in thwarting everybody, dividing us into pieces. Some everybody be your own side. That is the worst thing that has happened to us. And Ohaneze Ndigbo is a tool to this thwarting. They are complicit in making sure that Igbo land is being stifled or confined into 5 states. Whenever they call Igbo land, they say Southeast, 5 states. They forgot about our brothers in Kogi. What of our brothers in Igbo people in Benue? And every other part of Biafra land, both Southeast and South. It containing people, Igbo people are there, not migrants, but indigenous there. In Cross River, in Bayelsa, in rivers, everywhere. Ohaneze Ndigbo is complicit, a tool in order to divide us more. Instead of bringing us together, no, they take money, they divide us more. Now, when you talk about Igbo land, they say, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebony, finish. I say, I continue saying this. Anywhere Ohaneze Ndigbo chieftain or Igbo Eze Ndigbo na Lagos or na Kanu, you see them in a gathering. They are the people that come to calm issues, to tell you that no, we live in peace and unity. Bikono, where are our young people, our young boys, Ekumeko warriors? Where are you? Iwere nwa yi were ofu mma igadi ema bie ya nkolo ya adade anwo. I heard that yes, something emena ya. That onye ozo enwe ike pụtakwa again na ekwu na blame victims of atrocity. Because that is what they are good at. Anything that happened, they will come up to calm the nerves, go at the back and take money, come and blame our people. Psychology of the oppressed. They use it in order to make you believe that they are powerful, whereas they are nothing. They are just tools in order to continue undoing us, nothing more. But they made you feel that they are powerful. They are simple stooges, agents, nothing more. Nothing more. That is who they are. So we will continue resisting them. Do you understand? We resist them both physically, anyhow, and we have to relegate them to only writing on newspapers, press release, to be in a wave, only in wave. We don't say they. All of them will be on the run. Any place they gather and say Ohaneze Ndigbo will come. You go there, any person that talks, I'm Ohaneze chieftain, he will oshishi kubuo ya there. That's it. Because that is Ogeremechi. I'm telling you. We need to be dealing with them so that they know that we are annoyed. Did you see any of them come out in order to publicly condemn what Fani Kayode is saying? I don't mean writing press release. No. Come out to give a press statement. I mean media outlet, media statement. Physical, on camera. To warn these people. Because this is tribal bigotry. Direct from high-ranking officials. But when anything that happens to us after, they are to come and calm us down to blame us for the atrocity they committed against us. It's in I know na kai na eme ya enwere ka esi eme ya. No. Ebe ọ bụ na ehara hapụta like nke pụta na abula do attack. Start talking rubbish. Anything like that again, anyone come out to talk. Obere mma can do the job. Why you no be awo? These are people we need to remove from our, so that all those things will be disbanded. We need to continue internal sanitization. I'm telling you honestly. Because they are using our people to continue caging us. We need to continue remaining in a bunch. Otherwise, we go nowhere. And that is why IPOB is here. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our tradition. Biafra is our ideology. Biafra is who we are, our identity. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the enemy dungeon illegally. We will continue fighting to making sure that he will be released, because it is a right. It is not a favor. No, it is a right. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
Yeah.
The land of the rising sun is a home of the Biafrans. The fire of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chupa Biafra.